What is up, y'all? I need y'all. Welcome, everybody. We are running behind. I'm going to jump right into the show. We'll do intros on the next commercial, and I will talk to y'all then. Okay? Okay. Let's jump into the show. Of course, they went on commercial just as I said that. Alrighty, y'all. We're back. You know how this goes. Hi, B double A. Hi, B Bean. I am back. Hey, Ashley. Hey, y'all. Thank you for joining. Where have I been? Living? I missed y'all too. I missed y'all too. How was your Thanksgiving? How was your week after Thanksgiving? Aw, Justin. Hey, hey. Oh, I missed you back. Y'all are on my behind. I have to say a big shout out to, I don't know if Braylon is on the live yet. I should probably let him know. But y'all, the way this had to be pulled together tonight is crazy. Braylon actually hit me on Instagram. If you're not following me, follow me at Princess Abisayo, Abisayo. Um, one word. And he hit me in the DM and said, "Are you going live tonight at around 4-ish, 4:15?" And I said, "Live for what?" And apparently there was an episode tonight and tomorrow. So what you see here is a culmination of my roommate literally reading me the recap of the past 2 weeks. Shout out to her. Me putting on this, whatever you see here, trying to pull things together. So we are behind because this was not in the plans for me tonight, but here we are. Only for y'all because I did not want to miss another week. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. So obviously, I think tonight is what? Hometowns? Hometowns or broke down hometowns, whatever they're going to call it. We're going to get to see, hopefully, a little bit about these remaining Forest families. So I don't know. I don't know. See. We'll see. Are y'all impressed with top four right now? Like, who is it? Zach? Brendan? Who's the other one? One of the guys just went home. We missed that scene. Was that what's his name? Not Brandon. What shit? Y'all know I'm bad at these people names. What was his name? Somebody just went home. Somebody help me. Somebody went home, and I think there's 4 men left. Missed you back, Mia. Ben, thank you. Yes, so Ben just went home. So that leaves us with Zach, Brendan, Riley, and who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Hi, Maite. Missed you back, boo. Braylon is our boy. Shout out to Braylon for holding it down for the army. He was in my DMs. I'm telling you, I was outdoors. When I tell you masked up 6 feet distancing, getting an errand done, and I get that, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I'm like, are you serious right now? Oh, Blake went home. So Ben is the other one who, yes, that was Blake. Ben is the other one who's left then, right? Y'all, we gonna get it together. All I know is this, the show is back, baby. So we're going to hop into the show. If you haven't already, please like this. If you're new here, please subscribe. You already know who it is. It's your girl Abby, also known as the Black girl who watches The Bachelorette. Leave your comments in the chat. I will be posting them, pinning them, and responding live. And stay tuned till the end when we have our Bachelorette. What do we call it? Bachelorette sound off, Bachelorette chat, where y'all can come on and tell your opinion. So without further ado, let's hop into the show. Yes, yes. Hold on one second.
It's a lot, you guys. I care about every single one of you so much. And I've been asking a lot of you guys since I got here. I appreciate it more than you guys realize. And this is really, really hard because I don't want to hurt anyone. Oh my God. Riley, can you come? I have no idea. He could come back smiling, she could come back smiling. She could be going to get her room. She could shop for his hand. They're even in the same country. Who knows? What's up? I feel like since day one, you have probably grown the most of everyone in the sense of like, I feel like now I'm seeing Riley, you know? I feel like you being vulnerable and open with someone is not something that comes around very often. But you doing that with me means a lot. Today hit me like the realization of hometowns are next week, and I know how much it means to you, and I don't even want to put you in that position if my heart is not 100% matching yours, because I don't want to hurt you, and I know how much you are protective of that in your heart and everything, and I don't want to lead you on. I'm sorry. I don't get it. What am I missing? What am I missing? To be honest with you, Riley, I feel so comforted by you. I feel safe with you. I feel like I can talk to you. And I appreciate you so much. And I can't help where my heart is right now. Okay, why keep me around so long? Why? Yeah, why keep me around so long? Why not just let me just be? I felt like we were finally breaking through these last couple of conversations that we've had. But that also started coming like a little bit later when you started feeling able to like open up and be vulnerable with me. I really truly care about you. And I want you to find that person that makes your heart sing so loud. And I need you to continue to be vulnerable because this guy that I I've seen this last couple of weeks is incredible.
I get it. No, I do. I do. I think I can argue all day, but in the end, it doesn't matter because the end is all the same. So the longer I sit here, the longer I look at you, the longer I hear you talk, see you smile, the more pain I feel. And so I get it. I'm not saying that I'm going to close myself off or something like that. That's not what I do. It just takes time, which I'm not. So I'm going to go now. Come back in. Walking out. I can't imagine what she's gone through. It's obviously really hard. Reiterates to us like how invested she is. It's tough. I didn't have a lot of time to tell Tasha how I truly felt. I would tell her how beautiful she is, how strong she is, how confident she is. I would tell her that she is someone that I could see myself spending the rest of my life with. And at the end of the day, I felt like, and I still feel like Tasha is the one for me. This is your journey. And I'm happy to have met you. I don't regret that at all.
If you let him know it's amazing to like it. Dude, it's like strange. I'm annoying. It's like you're trying to get me straight. I didn't know what else to do.
Tay. Yo, Tay Tay is going through it. Um, and before I hop in, how is the audio? Let me know, Army. Because y'all know we have to go in and out every so often. Hello, everyone else who joined while we were watching that heart-wrenching scene. Um, how do we think that Riley took that breakup? Do we think that he saw it coming? Do we think that Tasia was as clear as possible? Personally, I think that she was straightforward with him. I feel like she wasn't ever really romantically interested in him. However, I think he got so far because they were able to build this sort of open line of communication. And obviously, there is something to be said about, being a minority on the show and maybe her empathizing in that way. Um, but I don't think her tears are tears of, oh my God, this is a potential love loss. I think she genuinely feels bad about maybe having to sell him a dream in a way and now having to cut the ties. And, at first he was kind of riding the wave of, I'm like, oh, Riley, you're not gonna. teetering on the line of a little OD, a little too much as far as asking questions. But I think in the end, him saying, my time is up, what I need is time and I don't have that anymore. I think it was pretty clear to him that, it just was what it was. And I think he got it at that point. But I will say I enjoyed having him be so expressive and be able to almost talk through the thoughts as they came through his head. I think that's amazing. Because a lot of people just kind of shut down when they get sent home and then they just want to do it all at the tell all or whatever, get closure there. And I really feel like, in that moment, he was processing, he was being real, he was asking, tough questions. And then he kind of reared it back. And was able to, I think, leave in a very solid way. And obviously, she felt bad. So I think he got his closure. But ultimately, I don't think they were ever going to be a match. I don't think she ever saw it that way. But I do think she feels really bad about hurting him. But he is a stand-up guy. True, true, BB. VAA. He came around. Yeah, finally, I was like, after the third, why keep me here? Like, what happened? I was like, Riley, wrap it in a bow. Oh my God. No, for real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ashley, it is really good to be direct. And I think that if I can't think of anyone in the last, let's say, 3, 4 seasons who did a better job in this moment at getting what they needed. You get what I'm saying? Than Riley. I think that he didn't shut down, and I really respect him for that because that's not something easy to do. It's easier to be like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's fine. I'm going home, even though you're upset. You're going to have all these questions for the next couple of months. So, yeah, it may have come off kind of like, Riley, let it go for a little bit there, but he got his answers and he was respectful and he was eloquent and he was clear and articulate. And I think that, that is something a lot of people can, learn from for sure. And my computer keeps dying. Oh my God, yeah. Talk about a mess. Whew. There we go. I have to restart this. He's a lover boy for sure. That's a fact. How many of y'all are sad to see Riley go? Oh, Medusa, love Riley, but I don't see him. I know. We was trying to force it. We was trying to force it. So it looks like we are going to get a rose ceremony, y'all. I'm about to switch back to the show. If you haven't already, please like this. Please use the hashtag BGWWTB. It's on the screen. Use it on Twitter and the Bachelorette hashtag to let people know you're watching with me. If you haven't already subscribed and joined the Abby Army, I don't know what you're waiting on, boo. I don't know what you're waiting on. But I see you lurking. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and we will talk on the next commercial. Let's get back into it.
It's just nuts to look around and know that this is where we are. I'm a little nervous. It's a big, important night, and I think we all know that. Looking to hometowns and even past that. Yeah, it would be hard pill to swallow to go home. For me personally, it would be devastating. It really would. I'm extremely nervous about what the future could hold. How are you? Good to see you guys. Look like you've seen a ghost. How's it going? How's it going? Ben is here. He's here. Let's take a seat. I'll explain. I'm not going to jump up and give him a fist pound and say, welcome back. How much did you guys hit on me while I was gone? What do you put your hand on me for? My sincere hope is that this week Tayshia Adams is meeting Clark's. And now I don't know. Why is he still here? I can't even picture what it means. I don't get the sense she's just kind of playing around here. So you never left, obviously. Sort of started with this really strange, bizarre walk out of here. I had a really emotional time. ultimately coming to the conclusion that I was going to be written off as this, Harvard D-bag that I certainly am not. I felt like there was a lot of unfinished business, to say the least. So I went to see Tasha and told her I loved her. And, the following day I received a note, saying that my words meant a lot and she'd like to see me at the rose ceremony. So here I am. It's just a lot to take in that you're here right now. Well, she invited me, so, I think you gotta, like we've always done, trust her decisions.
I am definitely a person that it takes a little bit of time to process. Just sometimes either my heart gets in the way or my head gets in the way. I genuinely care about every single one of these men, and I want to not make a mistake. I've been listening to my heart and just kind of reflecting all day today and knowing where I stand with everyone. And I feel like I got so much clarity. And instead of trying to dance around it and trying to figure out if I can, it's better just to be like honest with them. You can invest these things.
Hey guys, welcome back, Chris. Hello. Hey, thanks. Good to see you guys again. Nice to see you. I'm glad to be back. Probably not so glad to see me right now. I know you guys were expecting to see Tasha tonight. I talked to her. She is very clear what's on the line on hometown dates this week. She also told me that she knows exactly what she wants to do tonight. And she thought a cocktail party tonight would just delay the inevitable. So her decision, we're going to go straight to rose ceremony. It's good to see you again. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances, but I'll see you guys at the rose ceremony. See you, fellas. Bye, Chris. See you.
What can I say? She's making the decisions that she feels best for her to find love. I'm hoping that they get a rose. If she's got her mind made up, I respect that as well. No need to have a cocktail party with your mind made up.
Yeah, it's her decision. Unfortunate, it's the word. That's what I'm sick with. There's some great guys in there, and competition is fierce, but still, I'm feeling like this is. I don't think she would invite me if she doesn't, have serious feelings for me. I respect the decision. You guys are going to go.
Waiting for
Competition is thick. It's thick. Competition is thick. Thick. Y'all. Who y'all got? I need to know who y'all got in the comments. Let me see. I'm going to go with my starting four who are going to make it to the hometowns. I'm going to say Brendan, Zach, Ben, and Ivan. That's how I'm going to go with. Who y'all got? Tasha needs to stop chasing these men that don't respect her. Who is she chasing that doesn't respect her? Bennett just cannot accept the loss, so he came back for a recount. Yo, why is that so funny? Oh my gosh. Bennett, I didn't forget him. I don't think he's getting a rose. I think she's being petty, inviting him back just so she could just be like, all right, like, nah. If he did get a rose, I'd be very shocked. Like, I would be very shocked just because, not because I don't think they had chemistry. I think that whole beef with him and Noah was a turnoff. I think if that didn't happen, he would have had a very strong chance of being top four. Like, I actually, in the beginning of the season, saw him going like top two, top three. So right now, I don't see it for him. I don't know why she would invite him back though. That part I'm unclear on. But as far as him getting a rose when there's like 8 of them, I don't think so. I don't think so. But that is so hilarious that Bennett asked for a recount. Oh my God, that's so funny. Y'all are crazy. Agreed. Uh-huh. That's right, Shauna. So, Shauna, you think the four I listed, y'all ain't giving me a top four. Who y'all got? Who y'all think is gonna make it? She admitted that she was originally going to send Noah home. Of course. Bennett was right when he said he had a 0% chance. Like, she just was mad that Bennett called her out and made Noah feel less than, but he didn't have a chance. There's no way Bennett gets a rose tonight. Not Bennett, Noah. There's no way Noah gets a rose tonight. And she was over here trying to chastise Bennett for saying the obvious just because he's petty. But it's true. Like, Noah's on his way out tonight for sure. Out of the final six, only half of them even love her. She let Bennett back for a why. We questions that need answers. Maybe I'm telling you, I think that's her type, y'all. We've talked about this on some other streams. I think, that white, dark hair, educate, I don't know. I think that's her type, y'all. And that's the only reason Bennett is here. Okay, Shauna's the same as me. BAA says Zach, Ben, Brendan, and Ivan. Yeah, that's a solid top four. I would be shocked if it's anyone else. Oh, B Bean has Bennett, Zach, Ben, and Ivan. Hmm. So I think you swapped out Brendan for Bennett. Well, they are back and we are about to find out. Make sure if you haven't already, use my hashtag. It's on the screen, BGWWTB, along with the hashtag The Bachelorette on Twitter to let them know you're watching. Share this video, like. I will be asking for a like count next commercial. Comment and subscribe to join the Abby Army. I will see y'all on the next commercial. Let's get into this rose ceremony.
I'm feeling very confident, optimistic when Tisha said, please come to the cocktail party tonight. I sort of got a good uplifting feeling, and I felt, this is going to continue. I'm just very, very excited to kind of get through this evening and continue my journey with Tisha.
This week has been the most difficult yet. It's truly been really hard to process through everything. But I feel it's getting me to exactly where I want to be at the end of all of this. I just want to say, I really appreciate some of you really stepping up and showing me the depths of your heart this week, because it's changed everything for me. But I will say that I am extremely confident in where my heart stands and my decisions tonight, because I know that I will be meeting your families, and you know that family means a lot to me. And I appreciate every single one of you. Zach. Will you accept this rose? Ivan. Ivan, accept this rose.
We spoke at the group date, and I told her that I'm not going to propose if I'm not 100% ready. She said she understood. I would love to have that follow-up conversation with Tasha, but then the cocktail party was canceled. I was sweating, my heart beating through my chest, I hope she knows how much I want this, how much I want to meet my family. Fisher, gentlemen, this is the final rose tonight. When you're ready.
Brendan, do you accept this rose?
Savage.
Bennett, you know what? Sorry. Take a moment, say your goodbyes. Thank you for opening your heart, showing me how incredible you are. I truly think you're amazing. And you give it your boys, I don't need to say it. Treat her well. I am heartbroken. I mean, maybe things didn't go through that moment, but I do care for Tasha. I want what's best for her. I will make somebody feel very special and very happy, as long as it wasn't Tasha. That's a shame. So,
Did you want to say something? Sweet, you're so listening. Sorry.
I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling sad, but it's more confusion, really. I mean, this is was not and that's why never in a million years. And here we are. Yeah, doing this again.
Guys, bring on your family. I'm so excited.
So excited. All the patentation art. This is also, I love it. The Clarks are gonna need Keisha. All gas and brakes, here we go.
This week has been really difficult. It's hard to let go that I truly care about. But it's all been worth it. Because it brings one step closer to finding true love. And then you want to tell me that I really just helped my husband is figuring it out. I guess my life so bizarre. And the best way. Just make them
Treated this drama every step of the way. Personally, I think it's intimidated. It's a shocking mental like you've never seen before.
It's so weird, no audio. Oh, child.
This is
A mess. A mess. Let's discuss. I feel like that was a producer move to bring Bennett back and then eliminate him again. That was low-key kind of petty. I mean, it was funny to watch because I think it was BB who said, "Has anyone ever been evicted twice back to back immediately?" I don't think so. It was a little petty. But based on how she like said bye to him, like being like, "Oh, thank you for opening up." I feel like she felt bad about it, like the producers forced that situation. Like it just didn't feel like it was her, you know. Um, And just knowing how she gets down, I just feel like once is enough for her, and they wanted a dramatic moment, so she let them have it. Um, for some reason, though, I also feel like there's some level of unresolved feelings with Bennett and her. I don't know if it's a feeling of what if, but I just got this sense of a little bit of longing on her end, and not necessarily saying that she's longing for him, longing for him to come back. It's more like maybe she's holding on to the what if of what it was when they first met, how she felt when they first met, and now he's gone through all of this, back and forth with Noah and made it difficult on her. But I do think that as he was leaving, she was kind of looking like, damn, this really could have worked out. And I'm bummed about it. And I don't know how to feel about it. And maybe that will lead to him coming back for a third time. I don't know. But I just feel like there's something unresolved there. Um, but we'll see. I don't know. Bennett, he went, and all I can say is he went out sad. Like Bennett really could have been a top contender, and he went and he fought with Noah of all people. He even said it himself. Noah had a 0% chance. So you attached yourself to someone who was never going to go far anyway, and ruined your whole game. Like I just, like I was rooting for him. Damn it. Like he really played himself. Like that is all I can think of. It's not that he didn't have the height. It's not that he didn't have the handsomeness. It's not that he didn't have the connection with her. He literally just played himself. Literally. For what? For what? For nothing. For Noah, who was never going to win. You called it yourself. Makes no sense. That's right, Tifa. Got caught up in an ego trip. I believe it. The fourth rose was a throwaway, to be honest. Who was the fourth rose? Oh, Brendan? You think that was a throwaway? Y'all don't think Brendan made his way there? Like, you don't think he was a solid four? No, for real. Like, how did Brendan go out? Not Brendan. How did Bennett go out so sad? Like, he was literally the hero. And then they started editing him kind of like stupid when they did the little competition. That's when stuff started to go downhill for him. Damn. Damn. You got to watch yourself on these shows. Like, you get too comfortable. You think you're doing it. You think, oh, I'm about to go to the end. I can say whatever I want. I think that's what had to happen to him. He probably thought he was so solid with her that he could rile up anybody in the house and there would be no repercussions. That has to be it. Because I just don't see Bennett wanting to go outside. I don't see him wanting to be double evicted like the peach in the Oval Office. I just don't see it. But hey.
I think it just hit me that I just sent an amazing email.
It's the mental all, and it starts right now.
The mental all is tonight? I thought that was on tomorrow. They are so confusing, child. Let's get into this mental all, I guess.
To you. That's a handsome Melissa Dell. Hi, here we go.
Oh.
And welcome to one of your favorite parts of Bachelorette. This season has truly been like nothing you've ever seen before. 35 men, 2 bachelorettes, at least one proposal, and one unexpected dramatic turn after another. And now Tayshia has chosen her final 4 men. She'll meet their families. But what happened to all the amazing men that didn't get that chance? Well, they're back to face Tayshia and each other for the very first time. There's actually no stage where we can and of course, there's going to be a lot of drama. So, what do you say we do this? We'll say hello to the gentlemen. Fellas, good to see you again.
So damn corny.
I start going back. I mean, it was a wild summer all the way around. We were in the middle of the desert, 120-degree heat, and a bunch of great guys that were fighting over, well, what turned out to be 2 women. So, yeah, there was bound to be a little bit of drama. Let's take a look. She's beautiful.
Hi, guys.
She's stunning. She's gorgeous.
I'm Tisha. Nice to meet you.
We have a new bachelorette, Tisha. Trust me. He felt like a dead man. This is I'm ready to fight somebody. We call you lunch meat. With me. Here we go. Stop jibber jabbering your mouth. Sit the fuck down. You gonna stand over me like a bully? You might need one. She's a smoke show. This is a smoke show. I think everyone's all fired up at this point. You got no one battling it out. The behaviors that I've seen out of you have been juvenile. You come from this place of privilege and superiority when you talk down to people. Like when you asked me how to spell privilege today, is that a snarky comment? I think Bennett is intimidated a little bit by a young, cocky 25-year-old. But I'm not changing. If anything, I'm going to take it up a notch. It's kind of been implied that you gave me the rose just to kind of shake things up.
Like that's my intention, and this
Kind
is
of
everyone.
No! That guy! There's 0% chance that you end up with Tasha. Everyone here knows it. She will know it very soon. I'm sorry to be the one that tells you the truth. I'm not here to coach or to parent or to mentor. I'm here for love, not for breastfeeding Noah. Is that a war gift, or it's more of a gentlemanly gift, I think. But I think I'll let you go on with this if you'll let me respond. Sure. I'll let you say your piece with your fake kids. There are actually 4 components of emotional intelligence. You are deficient in 3 of those 4. Bennett is the problem. It's just his actions and how he treats and talks to people. Harvard's going to regret the day that they gave Bennett the diploma. Anyone that's in that realm that hates him, everybody looks bad because he's acting like a pretentious. Pretty intense over there in the desert. There's some things heat up. Noah and Bennett. A lot to talk about. We'll dive into all of it. But before we get to it, Ed, what was it about Chasen that just drove you crazy?
I mean, I think the better question, Chris, is what didn't drive me crazy about Chasen? I mean, from the monotonous voice to the idiotic comments from him constantly, he had his feelings for Claire and he had a right to have them, and I can't challenge those. But when I hear him use the same exact verbiage and adjectives to describe 2 completely different women, it really draws your attention to why the hell are you here? We all came out here to find love, and Chasen came out with the intention to find likes and social media gratification.
Wait, Ed, I got a question for you quick.
Yeah.
So with Chasen, right? He had the same adjectives or whatever you want to say for beautiful for Claire and beautiful
No,
for
the
Tasha,
beautiful is not, that's not one of the adjectives we're talking about. He thought that was, so he came on a smoke show. It is the verbiage that he used to describe his connection with them. I've never felt something like this is so magical.
Then what if that was genuine for him? Who are you to say that for him?
So you're telling me he had the most magical connection one week and the next week, 30 seconds, and he had the most...
It's possible. It's possible.
He's a 3 Fs. He's a fraud, fake, and phony. And phony has a PH, but he's too dumb to know that.
I was around chasing a good amount as well. For me, he was trying to forward his relationships with these people where I feel like, Ed, when it came down to it, I feel like you talked more about Chase than you did about Claire, than you did about Tasha. That's not right.
No, I think Ed's point, it was a competition. We all know that. And Ed was frustrated hearing all of this from Chasen about himself. And when it was clearly we were there, focused very much on our relationships and trying to forward those on a daily basis.
Okay, so the other big part of that was the feud between Noah and Bennett. What was it between you 2, Noah, that you just did not get along?
I don't think I couldn't give you a reason why Bennett disliked me from the second I showed up. That's not my problem. His insecurities, I don't have any control of. Okay. Personally, I think he was intimidated. He has this prestige where Tasha would not like anybody except for somebody like Bennett. And I brushed it to the side until I started having feelings for Tasha, so I didn't want her to end up with somebody that would treat her like that.
Noah, I already told you this, so I'm going to repeat it, so hopefully you hear it this time. I never thought there was tension with you. I never had beef with you when you walked in the house. You created this drama every step of the way.
Noah, do you believe that Bennett was completely unaware of any tension between the 2 of you?
I could tell there was tension by the little sly remarks. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt until I realized that he's not clueless. He's meticulous in how he does stuff. He's very intentional with his words, and he's conniving in how he does it.
And to the point of the book, do you believe that Bennett gave that book to you out of good intentions?
That's the question. We all know the answer to that question. Bennett did that in a pretentious, conniving way.
Did you read the book?
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I read it. It's a good book. It's a shame that you read it 4 times, you said, and you clearly haven't applied a lot of it, but it's a good book.
Oh my God.
But Bennett, you did say Noah was deficient in 3 of the 4. Yeah, I did say, and you know what? I was being a nice guy because, in fact, you were deficient in 4 of the 4. And I had witnessed behaviors that Tasha had not been privy to within the first 24 hours of you being there. And clearly you were here to create drama. And, you know, to your credit, you did a heck of a good job.
Assumption. I mean, you're wasting so much time worried about.
If that's what never, that is literally what happened.
That's not. You can't tell me why.
Every step of the way. But to tell a man that he has a 0% chance with somebody, for one, it's disrespectful not only to him, it's also disrespectful to Tasha. Tasha had just specifically came out and confronted us about that exact issue.
Why did she do that? No, she did that because he wouldn't talk to her about it.
No, it's because she brought it up. She asked.
The problem is everything Bennett said actually played out anyway. Yeah, give me a break. He actually got drunk. She gives him the rose.
He's coming from the One Direction party boy manager, wearing camo with the star tattoos, talking about a drunk.
Yeah, party boy. That's you. I didn't get a chance to talk to her that night. Multiple guys that went home that night, all because of you.
She brought. Okay, if she brings it up to me,
so much.
She brings it up to me. Okay, hold on. Respond.
And Tasha did.
I can't speak for why some guy went home. All I can focus on is me and Tasha.
You
I never have Tasha. All right, hold on.
You went with Tasha that night. And she shut down the rose ceremony because you were being a bitch.
Hey guys, you guys, let's hit the pause button for a second. We have time. We will get to the bottom of this more with Bennett, Noah, and the rest of Tasha's men when we come back.
A hot doggedy mess. Is anybody else not entertained? It's so weird not having an audience. These men are literally performing for themselves and us. There's no feedback. There's no, I guess, confirmation of something being funny. I just don't care enough to watch Noah and Bennett go at it again. But I will say Bennett is getting on, child. Bennett is over here looking for validation from his buddies in the house, and Noah is over there dragging whatever that guy with the camel on's name was, dragged him for Phil. Bennett is really not holding his own right now, and I'm already exhausted. I'm already tired of the nonsense. I was really hoping that they would talk about why they ever fell out. Like, why did he feel the need to buy him this book? Why did he feel the need to engage? And basically ruin his chance at getting any further with Tasha? That's the questions I want to know. I don't need them rehashing their same old dry, stale, crusty, old, moldy beef. I don't care. Literally. I miss the audience too, because I'm just here like like I am. Are we supposed to be the live audience? They should have did the little like what all of the talk shows are doing now, how they're like doing Zoom. They should have had us on the Zoom, because what is happening? All of them need feedback. They all need the feedback, because I'm just. Next topic. We're over it. It's so dry, it's so moldy, it's literally disintegrated beef. I'm tired. Like, aren't y'all tired of fighting? Aren't you? You lucky they didn't put you on the Zoom. We are the live. We are. That's what I'm saying. They could have had us when they were filming this. They could have waited, because we would have kept them. Get to the point. The point is, why did you go after Noah when you had a good shot with Tasha, Mr. Harvard? Why? That is the question we all want to know, right? Let's get to that. Child, it's so dry and stale. Like, I'm really sitting here like, I need something stronger than some water tonight. Because can we appreciate the read? Bennett is intimidated by Noah's charm. I would have never called Noah charming, but I will say he read him for filth. Like, he's winning. Noah is a frat boy. Mm. Bennett has never been challenged by someone like Noah. Very true. I think Bennett is used to just like whatever I say goes. I think he's used to that for sure. Yeah, y'all in here cutting up. Self-sabotage for real. Like, whose beef do y'all even care to hear about? Like, who else had beef that we care to hear about? Anyone? Like, I'm just trying to think. There, of course, they were the 2-on-1. Who else? Whoever that guy I told you looks like a boxer in the camo. Like, what is even his name? I've been calling him the boxer since the very beginning. Like, who else has beef at this point? Do we?
You guys, to answer you, Bennett attacked me from the beginning. I brushed it off. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe Bennett doesn't realize the way he talks to people. Because he talks to everybody like that. You can ask anybody in the house. Like, he talks condescending. You are nothing but respectful to me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jason. And I'd be challenged to hear someone else give a specific example where I was condescending to them. It is my appearance, it's how I carry myself, and it is the resume that you know, and you make this, and you project. There is times, Bennett, where you are constantly, not to me, you've treated me respectfully, you have the whole time. But there are times where I'm just like, like, but can you say one specific example where I said something that was condescending to someone? I can. DeMar, so for me personally, you never treated me like I was the youngest guy in the house. But when it came down to young guys in the house, you talked down on us. Speaking, not you, because you don't act like he did. I'm saying, even though you're the same age, that's great. It's about behaviors. That's fine. But I'm saying I have an unbiased opinion. I'm seeing these things. That's all I'm saying, Bennett. All right, hold on. I want to stop. We're gonna put a pin in this. We can move on. But I want to give both these gentlemen the opportunity to speak. So Bennett, let me give you last words on this whole thing. Noah, I'm sorry that my words came across as, condescending, and I know that I have this look and this feel, and I'm sorry that it, affected you the way that it did. I mean, I'll accept any genuine apology. I can't tell if that was genuine or not, but I personally think you're an ostentatious Harvard D-bag, and you're condescending. I really do. I don't see us being friends after this. That's fine, man. All right, fellas, let's put a pin in this. We do have a lot more to get to tonight, and we will get to it. We're going to lighten it up a little bit. I want to dive back into some of the hijinks and shenanigans from this season. I want to start out with Blake, your date with Tasha, and the shaman, the sex guru. Mm-hmm. Now, this is something that viewers did not get a chance to see, but they deserve to see. You're welcome, America. Let's take a look.
I would like to ask you to please disrobe. Look at your chakras. Tisha, this is about communication, your deepest desires with Blake. I'm gonna look at the sexual energy. Oh, there's a lot there.
She's like, I mean, on the other side of the entire resort. Wow. Yeah. Come on in, dude. You want a drink? Sure. Sorry to ruin your night, man.
No, it's a great consolation here. One note from the house. Yeah, everyone's worried that you're not knocking anymore at the door. The first time you knocked, and now you just kind of come in.
Oh, so I should knock first.
I think people want the knock.
Okay. I'm going to take that note. I'm going to knock. I'm going to say, it's a note from Ed. Okay. That's funny.
Chris, what do you think? Disappointed or happy?
I mean, disappointed at first, but we had a good time, man. There's a couple of guys hanging out, had a nice bottle of wine.
Initially, there was that second of disappointment, but then I looked across and I was like, I mean, I could learn a lot from Chris on love. So yeah, it was pretty epic. I enjoyed being there, and it was great. And I'm somehow glad I wasn't at Tasha's that night, actually.
Well, fellas, thank you for diving into that. That was a lot of fun. Truly appreciate it. Coming up next, it's the woman we've all been waiting for. Tasha is here. What's she going to say to these guys? Seeing it for the first time since she said goodbye. Well, we're going to find out. And later, how will this end for Tasha and for her final four men? Well, you're going to get an exclusive sneak peek. Stick around.
How is the audio, y'all? I see a few of y'all comments. Should be better. Ooh, Avalon. You are coming in at the right time. So I'm seeing conflicting comments on the sound, so let me know what the sound is sounding like. B Bean says good. Better now, Goosebump. Thank you. Avalon says audio is good. Shout out to the OGs for keeping me in tip-top shape. Y'all know that's always going to happen every now and again, probably every hour or so, and we're hitting that mark. So, all right, Eva, thank you for letting me know. But yeah, wow, what happened okay, so the Ed and Chris Harrison date. That was actually one of my favorite parts of the season. I really am glad that got a little bit of a highlight. This Men Tell All. I think that we needed some comedy. We needed something that wasn't serious. I don't know if that's ever happened before. I still don't know if that was producer, directed where they told him, oh, yeah, Tasha's room is over there, and sent him to Chris Harrison's room for a funny moment. But it was super hilarious to have them dive into it. I do think that Chris actually enjoyed himself, funny enough. And I think Ed is more in love with Chris than he ever was in Tasha. And that's just that on that. So that was funny to kind of go over and recap. Avalon says she really likes Bennett. So of course we're still getting the back and forth with Bennett and Noah. And I don't know, it feels like the majority of us are just kind of in the middle where we're like, we don't really care about this situation, but if we had to choose, we would pick who? So Avalon has Bennett. Are the rest of y'all picking Noah? Or if you had to choose, who are you picking? That's a Fendi fact. Lauren Zima is not letting anybody push up on Chris Harrison. Okay. Try again. Try again. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy. They are already promoting The Bachelor. Shabba. Tiziana says neither. But if you had to choose, no to Bennett for sure. B double LA says Noah. Okay, so if you had to choose, we gotta vote for Noah, we gotta vote for Bennett. No neithers. That is not a vote. Who would y'all choose? They both get on my nerves. Noah is definitely immature. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Bennett is still a no. Eva has Bennett. Noah, I guess. I forced you. The fact that Noah shaved his beloved mustache off for her showed a lot. So I'd honestly say either Noah, Blake, or Riley. Okay. Okay, now the show is back. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in. If you haven't already, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Use my hashtag BGWWTV and the Bachelorette hashtag on Twitter to let them know you're watching. Share this video, support. If you want to keep seeing these every week, share it with your friends and support, and leave your shady ass comments in the chat. All right, we'll get back to it on the next commercial. Let's get back into it. Now, who is this man?
There's a lot to talk about. We'll dive into all of it. But before we get to it, let's take a look back and remind everybody what happened.
Oh, is this?
These guys said, I really don't. I'm not going to back down from anyone, including the Bachelor. Sacrifice every second I'm here. That's the 1 second.
Never in a million years could I ever think I would have to utter these words again. I did not ever talk to me like that. I never thought I'd ever have to tell anything else. I would never want that big their father my child, and I would never want my children to be the father my parents.
You're not fit to be a mother to my child. I expected way more from the oldest Bachelorette in history.
Sit there and say you're the oldest Bachelorette. Guess what? I'm the oldest Bachelorette that's 39 that's standing here that's single because I didn't settle for men like that.
So back here with Yosef, a lot to talk about. Obviously, whatever chemistry and good feelings you had, it all changed dramatically after the strip dodgeball date. A date you weren't even on. What was it that struck such a chord with you?
You know, I mean, there were some red flags that popped up on our first group date, actually. And then the strip dodgeball was definitely something that I did not agree with. But it was more than that. It was the actual fact of the humiliation for the losing team. I'm a very outspoken person. I'm going to speak my mind. And, you know, I think everyone deserves that honesty. And, you know, I was raw. But I don't regret sticking up for these guys. I would do
Sticking
it.
up for us.
Yeah.
Okay, I was on a date.
Yeah.
I was too. And so was DeMar.
Yeah.
We actually were 3 of the most naked guys, I think. I don't have did you have a problem? No. At the end of the day, Yosef, like we could have said no.
Right.
But I just don't get because you weren't there. Like,
right. So it doesn't matter if I was there or not. I can have my own opinion about it. And I didn't bring it up with, you know, really like any of y'all.
No, but once you start saying it, it makes us 3 look like because we're the ones that did it willingly.
You can argue that with anyone you want. Don't argue with me. I already have my opinion on it. All right. No, and I brought it up to the source.
But it's hypocritical in a way.
No, not in a
yeah,
way.
it was. It was kind of
listen, I'm sorry you can't express like how you feel like as a man to someone, but like that's how I am.
The meeting.
Yosef, talk about this. I think we all go back and see. Hold on a second. I think we all go back and see that conversation started out very calm, cool, and collected. It didn't like accelerate until Claire started talking about my daughter.
You controlled the whole conversation, and when she tried to express and say, "Yosef, I completely understand where you're coming from," no, shut the up, Yosef. Then you just took it to a whole new level of disrespect.
I'm going to break in for a second because I'm actually curious if you have any regrets. Now,
You just said no.
No, but you've gone back and you've had the opportunity to watch it. No doubt, we all have. But do you stand by what you said? Do you stand by all of your actions? Do you have any regrets?
No, I have no regrets. I mean, the thing is, everything I said was factually accurate. I don't think I said anything inflammatory, to warrant that response, saying like, you're not fit to be the father of my children. I mean,
You came at her, you called her classless, you were out of line, you're a terrible person.
well, why did
Ladies,
y'all run
watch out
up
for this
to me
man.
and tell me when I was walking out? Why y'all gotta wait a few months to tell me?
I'm telling you right now that we are only 10 feet from each other. I am 10 feet from you, and I am telling you right now.
Not just Riley. We're all telling you how it is right now.
Yeah, man. I think the most shocking thing is that you have no regret or remorse. Not only are you owning the behavior, but the way in which you went about it is really shocking. I respect y'all's opinion, but I have my own opinion, and I'm going to stand by that.
So just so we're clear, when you watch that, you're like, that's cool. I would never mind anyone talking to my daughter like that.
If like my daughter did something like that, I would hope someone would call her out.
I rarely do this. I want to try to help you help yourself. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in 20 years, but that was really not a good look. It just the way it escalated, the way you spoke. But what I would love is if you could just see that and just be like, you know what? I do see that. And Claire, for that, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to apologize to Claire. And with all due respect, like I really don't care what any of these guys really think about me. I'm going to stay true to myself.
Okay. I tried to help, and I thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right. We have so much more to get to. As dramatic as Yosef's departure was, it wasn't all drama in the desert. When we come back, we're going to catch up with the woman who, well, was a surprise to all of us, the lovely Tasha. And yes, we have bloopers, so don't go away.
With Nordic Track, there is
We are going to have to call Yosef the king of not backpedaling. Yosef said, I said what I said, what I said. And what about it? He is doubling down, and it just is what it is. He said it is what it is. Why did y'all bring me here? I told you what I thought. I said I'm not changing it, and you can accept that or you cannot. Simple as that. I know we have a lot of opinions. I think when the situation happened, we all agreed that if he would have delivered it in a different way, he could have been, quote unquote, the hero of the season. And because he delivered it in a very nasty and sort of shaming way, he wasn't going to be the hero. And him doubling down here after being given the opportunity to come and maybe even apologize, he must really stand by what he said. I mean, no comment. I have no comment. I feel like we've gotten to that a lot. I don't know. I just feel like he could have, even in this mental, all came back and been like, you know what? I was harsh. Yes, I was upset. Yes, I felt away. And yes, I'm going to stand by this part of what I said. But I will say that for hurting her, for being disrespectful, for saying that she wasn't going to be a fit mom, I do apologize because that was taking it too far. I think he could have still maintained the integrity of what he was saying and also apologized in this moment. And for him to just kind of be like, it is what it is. I said what I said. And if you don't like it, then why did y'all call me back? It's just kind of like, Yosef, unless you're planning to fade into the background and hope that nobody remembers you, but with a name like Yosef, you're not going to do it. People going to meet you outside and be like, wasn't you the one that told Claire that she ain't shit? Like that she's gonna be an unfit mom with a name like that? That is not common. So I don't know what his game plan was, but he did. I don't know. I don't think he used this moment to his best benefit. But hey, if he likes it. Oh my God. Let's see. BB says Yosef gets women. He abuses them, but he gets them. Okay. Guess those women in his DMs fired him up. Who be in his DMs? Melissa, Riley wanted to make him lunch meat. Riley has been pretty muted on this so far. I think he's been trying to make a little wave here and there, but it's just not really flowing for him so well. I think that DeMar is actually, popping up a little bit more. Of course, we see Blake. He's like the voice of reason. He's the Captain Save-A-Ho. There's always one every single man tell all, and this time it's Blake. Um, but yeah, I think they're all just trying to make their mark and hopefully get into paradise. I don't know why they're running off to be on another hot ass place in the middle of a pandemic, but hey, if they like it, so be it. Bennett is so creepy. You think so? Mm, mm. Yosef is a Bennett's arrogance, but makes it belligerent. Huh. Yosef looks like he thinks he's the prize in a relationship. LOL. My favorite part of that comment is the LOL, because LOL. He do, don't he? Like, oh, baby, cute. Calm down. Calm down. You tried that. You thought you were the prize. No, sir. No, no, no. Oh my God, Bennett's not that bad. Okay, so we have a few Bennett fans in here. We might need to unpack that at the end of tonight on the sound off. What are we gonna call it? Army sound off, Army and chill, whatever we call it. Stay tuned for that because I will be dropping the link for y'all to come and give your opinions live. So stay tuned if you want to be a part of the piano. But for right now, let's get back into this mental law, child.
But I'm shaking now.
Yeah.
I'm still a little nervous, but it's really good seeing you guys.
I want to go back to Claire falling for Dale, a new Bachelorette coming in, and a lot of crazy rumors have been flying around that this whole thing was this elaborate scheme, and you were there from the start, and this was all a setup.
I wish, because that would mean I had a little bit more preparation.
Right.
As you guys know, my story of being in bed, reading a book, and getting a phone call while I'm eating donuts. So the last phone call I thought I would ever get, but from that point on, it was about 48 hours when I rolled onto the property.
It was a leap of faith, and you were so gracious to do this, and thank you. But we still weren't sure what was going to happen with Claire and Dale at that time.
Absolutely. On the phone call, nothing was guaranteed. It looked like Claire had found her love, and if it continued to progress, then there was still amazing men that were looking for love. But other than that, like, I was still trying to figure out what was going on. Right. And I didn't know if you guys were going to be willing to accept me. I didn't know if you guys were going to be too far along with Claire, that you're not going to be ready to welcome me with open arms. I didn't know what to expect. And that was what I was scared of most, to be honest.
And then you walked in and there wasn't a jaw that wasn't on the floor. There's a lot of wide eyes.
I mean, for me as well. I mean, that was overwhelming.
Tisha, I want to open it up to the guys so they get a chance to speak to you. But I want to start with Noah, who's here. What was that relationship like?
Well, I mean, I said it from the moment he walked out of that limo. I said, that guy's going to be trouble. And he was very true to that. But I mean, Noah just has this amazing energy, and he brought that out of me. It was just fun.
Did you really like the mustache? Or no?
I think it's better gone, but I see it's returned. You still look good, Noah.
I will say that probably one of the only regrets that I did have from the show is that Bennett and I had a qualm from the start. You know, I kept getting caught up in a mess. But yeah, I had a blast with you.
Well, Tasha, I know it was a difficult decision to send Bennett home on the 2-on-1 date with Noah, but I also know it was a huge surprise when he showed back up on your doorstep. Let's take a look. as I sat there, kind of going through all these emotions, I just felt like our goodbye was so bizarre. And I was thinking of all these things that I hadn't been able to share with you. You know, sometimes when you don't realize things until they're gone. And I realized in that moment that I love you.
I don't know why I'm like speechless right now.
Bennett, what brought you to admit that and bare your soul like that to Tasha?
Yeah, I mean, that was really, really tough, you know. Kind of feeling like I had the rug ripped out from underneath me on that 2-on-1 was one of the hardest things I've ever sincerely ever been through. And I spent about 24, 36 hours kind of crying back and forth. So I went and, you know, I was very insecure and super nervous, but at least wanted to come and tell you, you know, how I felt and what I'd come to. And then the cocktail party was canceled and I was sent home. It was really, really tough without any, you know, sort of explanation. And I'd love to hear, you know, your thought and sort of, you know, I'm a big boy. Maybe you just want that into me, but I'm curious, you know.
Well, I will say when you did show up, when you poured your heart out to me, I was definitely caught off guard. It was a lot to take in at that moment. I had just come off of, you know, a date, and I wanted to give you the respect also of kind of thinking about it, because I didn't want to say goodbye to you right then and there, because I respected those words from you and I respect you. But we just weren't exactly there yet. And there were relationships that had formed and were a little bit stronger at the time.
I understand. It's tough.
Sorry.
There was another extremely heartbreaking goodbye that we actually all just watched tonight. And that was saying goodbye to Blake. I want to talk about that after we take a look.
Sorry.
What was it about that breakup with Blake that was so tough?
I think it just like hit me that I just sent like an amazing man home. And I put a lot into our relationship. I really did have feelings for you. I just didn't know if we could get there at the end.
I think, like, for me, since I left, I kept hanging on, you know, that we'd basically blamed it on time.
Mm-hmm.
It was never like a full on, like, no, I don't see this, you're not for me. But did you ever, I guess, do you stand by the decision you made at that time? Or have you ever thought about the potential if we gave it time? Like, this thing is like, this is where I feel like I'm in a way selfish. Like, it's something I constantly have thought about since I left. I always think about that question mark as like, if we had more time.
I think time is not only the factor. I feel like there was a lot of things that kind of played into that decision. And I think, you know, maybe that first conversation that we had, that you still said that you like were working through your feelings with Claire, that maybe I didn't realize, like, subconsciously I had put up a little bit of walls to protect myself.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, I didn't want to start like investing, and then what if I was blindsided because you couldn't get over that? And so in that moment, I just didn't know if we can get there.
It's just, yeah, I guess I'll just always kind of hang on that a bit. But I mean, when it comes down to it, like, I can only say amazing things about you, your glow, everything you bring, and like that will always be imprinted. And I'm glad now that I can look at you and like with a smile and remember you like this and not like that. because like that was, brutal for the longest time. So I'm just like super thankful that you came, because I would regret it all if you didn't.
Thank you.
All you gentlemen, thank you so much. And Tasha, thank you for being here. We're not done quite yet. There was another breakup tonight that was extremely difficult to get through and for everyone to watch. And that, of course, was Riley. Riley, we're going to talk to you when we come back.
All right. 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 Okay. Do we think that there was some unresolved stuff with Blake? Do we think that if Blake never would have said that he had all these feelings for Claire, that he would have had a better chance with Tasha? Like, because I feel like he was under the impression that the only reason he didn't go further is because, they didn't have the time. And if they would have had maybe a little bit more time, he could have probably been the one. And I think that is a very, I'm not going to say effed up question to ask after the fact, but it's a very awkward position to put her in, to describe if time was it, because if that was the case, she would have kept you around for some more time over somebody else. So I do think it was kind of real of her to be like, it was that and some other things, But I do think that Blake kind of set himself up. He was honest with her, and Goosebump, good point. It was good of him to be honest. And that's why I think that Blake is looking really good in this men tell all, because he's the honest one. He's the voice of reason. But I do think that any person hearing that they're coming in after someone, and this is one of the people who was super duper invested in that person that just left, I think it would be hard for them to accept that, I think that would be really hard. So I do think that he put himself in a tough position. It was good for him to be honest, but ultimately, honesty comes with sometimes people's walls going up. Not to mention she has a man now. Like, right, are you expecting her to be like, yeah, if we had more time, it would have been you? It's kind of an awkward question. I understood why he asked it, but it's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. I think he would have been the next contender to take Brendan's spot. Interesting. Okay. You think if he had more time, he would have been in Brendan's spot? Okay, interesting. Okay. Mm. Mm. So yeah, Blake, I think he's a stand-up guy. I think he's won at this mental law. I think that he ultimately was the voice of reason. He's coming out looking good. I think that whatever answer he was looking for from Tasia, maybe it's not what he was expecting or what he wanted, but I think it was real. I think she answered that as diplomatically as she could have. And I hope that they can leave this as sort of friends. And I do think he's a good contender for Paradise. Him and Tasia, probably not. And he should probably let that go. Now we're going to get to see a little bit of the conversation with Riley and Tay. Of course, I gave y'all how I saw that breakup happening. I do think that she was incredibly hurt because she kind of not forced him to open up, but encouraged him to open up. And of course, was never going to choose him in the end. And I think she always knew that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's how the show goes. But I think that that's going to make for a very awkward sit down. And they are back. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share. Use my hashtag VGWWTV on Twitter to let them know you're watching. Like if you haven't already, and subscribe to join the Abby Army. Let's get back into this. We got a lot of Team Riley in here, so we got get ourselves together. Let's get back.
Oh, you look better. You get lost in her eyes. This agreement is legally binding. If all parties agree, they are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. She's sweet, she's honest, she's open, she's truthful. How many children do you want?
5.
Wow.
I know.
What basketball team you on?
That's what I want.
She is amazing, and she's everything that I want in a woman, everything that I want in a woman.
You're incredible, man.
All I want is a loving family. And I think I'm on my way to finding it. The truth is, I'm falling in love. I love how beautiful she is, how strong she is, how confident she is. She's someone that I could see myself spending the rest of my life with. I hope she feels the same way.
Really, can we be talk? Today it hit me like the realization of my heart is not 100% matching yours. I'm sorry.
The longer I sit here, the longer I look at you, the longer I see you smile, the more pain I feel. I'm gonna go now. This is your journey, and I'm happy to have helped. I'm happy to have met you. I don't regret that at all. I want you to know that. I felt like, and I still feel like Tasha's the one for me.
So Riley, I know that's a lot to take in. You haven't seen that because it just aired tonight. But when you see that back again, what's going through your head?
I've tried my best to just kind of get it out of my mind. I didn't want to relive it. And seeing it right now, it just brought everything back. And I feel like I did myself a disservice by waiting so long to tell you, exactly who I was. I'm sorry. It's still more difficult than what I thought.
Can I give you a hug?
Well, why don't you come up here and join us, actually?
Why don't you have a seat up here with us?
Come on.
I realized when I got home, I felt hard, way harder than what I thought I would. I was at home for the first week when I got back. I didn't move. I felt too bad. I mean, I don't open up, to people that often and tell them, about myself, but you allowed me, to be vulnerable and overcome, my fears. Sometimes you have to share these things with other people. They're there for you, and you were there for me. I just wish I could have told you sooner, and I appreciate everything that you did for me. And I would not change this experience for anything in the world. You're amazing. Mm-hmm. I want to get that across. And if somebody didn't tell you that enough, trust me, I will be there to remind you, okay? You're outstanding. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Because like I said then, you're incredible. And I don't want you to think that everybody has things of their past. Like everybody has things that they hold on to that they're scared to open up about, but like that can't hold you back. And at the end of the day, you opening up to me wasn't the reason for that decision. I don't want you to think that at all.
You telling me that, it means so much. It's a weight off my chest. It's something that I've been thinking about since that day. Like, man, did I just scare her off? Was I too emotional? And you telling me that it really means the world, and I'm trying to keep it together. So thank you.
Well, absolutely. You're gonna make an amazing husband.
Thank you.
And an amazing dad.
Thank you. Can't wait.
I appreciate you because you made my experience 10 times better as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Riley, thank you very much. Tasha as well. And I really appreciate you guys opening up like you did tonight. I know it's never easy to be this candid. So thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to lighten it up a little bit. It's what you've been waiting for, Bachelor Nation. We got bloopers, and that's coming up. And then you're going to get an exclusive sneak peek at what's to come for Tasha and her final 4 men. You think you know how all this is going to end? Well, guess what? You don't. You may want to stick around.
Bloopers. Come through with it. Oh, right. And I know y'all said, who's Tay Tay? Who? He's officially right after that. He played that very well. And I won't even say played because I do think it's coming from a genuine place. Maybe he saw their relationship going further than she did. I do think that, and we spoke about this when Tasia first took on the role week 4 or so, she's doing such an amazing job. It's really difficult to be assertive but kind in a situation like this, where you're letting the men know that there's no opening, there's no crack. Like, for instance, Blake, she could have very well been like, well, maybe if we had more time, yeah, things could have been different. But instead of going that route, she let it be known that, no, I don't think anything would have changed my decision. However, you're a great guy. You know, you're going to be great for someone. I enjoyed our time, whatever it is. The same thing with Riley. She reinforced, she encouraged, she listened, she thanked him, but I don't think she ever made it seem like she made the wrong decision. And I think that is truly a lead. And I think that she's done an amazing job of leading this season and being very assertive and being very clear and getting to the point, giving them all they need in the moment of the breakup, wrapping it in a bow, and going on to the remaining men. She's just everything. Have I said it enough? Queen Tasia, and that is not easy to do. And I think she makes leading this show on short notice at that look easy. And I know it's not. To get yourself invested this quickly, to have so much on your plate, you were not prepared for it. I think that she's doing a phenomenal job. Tasia is a queen, period. Put her crown on her head. He could be a choice for Bachelor for real. You think Riley would be a choice for Bachelor? Her past marriage was over before it started. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure. I know it ended, but I don't know if it ended early, quickly. I know it was a high school sweetheart situation. I don't know about that. Is it just me, or are there men missing in this men tell all? I think they always have they don't invite the entire cast. And then you'll be wondering, why did they invite that person? Because I don't even know their name. So it does look smaller this time around. I don't know. I'm ready to talk. I know that's right. I think Riley would thrive in Paradise as well. I think Riley would thrive in Paradise as well. So y'all, you know what time it's about to be. It's the end of the night where you, Army, can come in and give your opinion on the episode of the show. Obviously, the majority of our talk tonight will probably be about this men tell all. I want to hear how you feel about Riley, how you feel about Blake. And I think we're going to jump right into the group. So I'll be adding people as you come in. We'll do some duos, trios, and get into some finds. All right? So I need all the spicy comments to come through. So I'm going to drop the link. And please do join with your opinions And that's on period. And that's on period. Okay, they are back. I'm gonna drop the link really quickly. And let's discuss.
Bachelor Nation,
Let's get
you know
back
I'm
into the
always here
show.
for you. Let's do it.
Bloopers! Oh my God.
Doors locked.
I just don't ever want to forget this experience, you know? Julius, you're eating this chicken, aren't you? I could eat like 25 of these things. Can you imagine if they showed everything I've eaten on here? What's his name again? Aaron? Garrett?
Oh,
Nothing worked out.
We're good. I feel like I'm really good at it. Hey. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh my God, I'm
You soprano?
no, it comes out sometimes.
But we had a great time, and overall, it was just such a season unlike any other we had all ever been through. I know it was rushed. I know it was a crazy moment in your life, but as you look back, are you glad you picked up the phone and answered the call?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just took a leap of faith and knew my heart was ready, and I dove in and I met all of you. So, no, I don't regret a thing.
Well, to you, my dear friend, thank you. It's always good to be by your side. Bachelor Nation, join us tomorrow night for another dramatic episode of The Bachelorette. Now, for that sneak peek of Chase's journey, I promise you, let's take it. Good night, everybody. Tomorrow night, Chase's journey to find love
who
continues.
is that?
I'm so excited for our hometown.
Seeing Chase with you, so it's in the future. I don't see their spot that much. And I was thinking for my life, the way you guys look at each other, there's definitely connection. These concerns are imposing that I haven't been able to shake. I don't know.
I'm still a big skeptic. It's so fast.
Where are you at with Zach in comparison to the other three?
I'm definitely falling in love with Zach.
And that's the question.
Yeah. It's not how I thought it was gonna end.
This is really beautiful. And next week, it's the dramatic season finale. Monday and Tuesday. But Tasha's journey comes to an emotional end.
Fantasy suites are sweet, and it stresses me out.
It's strange vision. First, spending the night with another man. It's like, yeah, open in the room. What is this for you? There's a lot to this thing. That's just exposed.
There's a rose ceremony. What do I do with that? I'm engaged. I'm terrified. I have been down this road before. There's a thing that I don't want to experience. This stress and anxiety just kind of hangs. What if it didn't work out?
Frankly, I'm worried. I've seen you hurt before. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be making the biggest mistake of your life.
Uh-oh.
The drama and emotion of Tasha's journey continues tomorrow night on The Bachelorette.
You know, Chateau Benet is a little bit more than just top shelf spa water and impeccably tailored suits. It's really more of a mind, body, and spirit. I'd wake up every morning, do some yoga outside in the backyard, and then usually I'd have a green juice. Paulie, some green juices for everyone here to enjoy. I've always liked you. Thanks, Paulie. Fellas, yes, sir. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, Bennett. There we go. Wow, yeah, of course. Keep your greens. And for my little baby Herb, baby Noah, we've got a little baby sippy cup. Two-handed or one-handed? Two-handed. Thank you, fellas. This one's to health and happiness. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys. Cheers. Look, I don't know if I should be mad or happy, to be honest. This tastes great.
I can't. I cannot. Woo, Army, we got to get into this. He did not just do that to Noah. He did not give Noah a sippy cup with his shady petty ass. We are going to the Army. Both of y'all, both of them. I see y'all. Hold on.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Abby. I missed you guys.
Hello. My family's back together again.
It was a hard 2 weeks, okay?
It was a lot. You know what? I shouted you out earlier in the stream because I said, you saw, okay, because
yes,
I said I was minding my raggedy business,
you
right?
really was.
At 4 something. And mind you, guys, I didn't watch the last 2 weeks. So I'm like, we going back and forth. I'm in the
girl did not watch 2 weeks. Whew, that was a mess.
Child, you missed so much, but I love you though. I do. I really
See, I was telling the truth when I said I couldn't come on. So I'm
I
like,
know,
okay.
and it was so hard, Abby. I was like, I just want to talk to Abby right now. I have to talk to my friend. I was like, and she's like, shut up. Like, who are these people? Even to my oldest son, he's like, what? Like, I had to really listen to this stuff. I miss Abby right now for this.
Oh my God. No,
and I was like, I don't want to drink because I'm not talking to Abby. And I was like, okay, you know what? I might as well milk it and watch it and have a drink because I'm like, if I can't express myself, I'm gonna lose it.
No,
I'm glad you're back.
So I literally would have logged on tomorrow, 3 episodes behind. I would have really been like, oh, yeah. And then y'all would have been like, Abby, where were you yesterday? Just like they just said, there's gonna be a 2 episodes next week. I'm just like, Like,
it's long. It's long. It is long. I gotta give you that.
Seriously. Oh my God. The back-to-back is hard. But shout out to Braylon. It's definitely because of you that we're getting this tonight. Okay? Because this, when I tell you, my roommate literally was like, and the 2-on-1, she's like reading recaps, and I'm like, in the makeup on. She's like telling me what happened. I'm like, all right.
Well,
it takes a village.
Yes. Well, look, I appreciate the stand. This is much more than a village, but from the last 2 episodes, your voice is important because, like I said, I'm just a very small part. Even though I'm the only guy in here, I'm a very small part of this. You make this
but a big part,
a huge part.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate that. All right, so much to talk about. So the words of Lauren Zima, let's get to it.
Yes, let's get to this. Okay.
Give it to me. Okay, so for tonight, I guess we'll focus on tonight. Just because I feel like it was a good culmination of everything that had been happening.
Ooh.
But
I have a comment.
Okay, what?
The reason why I have a lot to say is because of how I feel about Mr. Bennett, okay? And it has to do with last week. So it's hard to not get into why I feel the way I feel about him.
I think I got a good summary.
You know how I already felt about him, so it ain't changed. Okay. It's not changed.
Okay. Well, I feel like we all wait. Remind everyone who might not know what is your feeling there.
Oh,
I already said he was bougie from the beginning. He just gave me an off vibe. Like if I met him, I'd have been like, no.
It would have been a big no.
No. I don't know what it is.
Did
He makes me
tonight
cringe.
help his case? Do you feel like he came off
No,
better?
definitely not. Definitely not. I don't care. I don't care if anybody disagrees. I do not think it helped his case.
You know who
I
I'm
already
excited.
made my point like 4 weeks ago.
You know who I'm excited to see tonight. Hopefully she's in here, Liz. I am ready to see if she has changed about
The
Bennett.
Bennett lovers. One
Yes,
habit.
let me say this. I think Bennett at first had that charm when he came out
Mhm.
to Rolls Royce, but I think as the tide turned, he turned
He got
because
sucked into it, yes.
honestly, Bennett was doing just fine until the new people came in and that Noah thing happened. And my thing is like, dude,
Yeah.
you have been on TV way before Noah. So just
Yeah.
know your place, know your role, and do it. That was my thing. And also,
I guess all the Bennett
yeah,
lovers obviously love Bennett. I haven't been a Bennett from day one. I guess I'll learn a little more through the chats tonight.
Oh yes, the replays are always interesting. Like there are times
I
where
felt a little bad when he got sent home.
You what?
A little. I said I felt a little bad for him when he went home. A little bit, just a little.
Which time, the first or second?
Second.
Well, I mean, I'll put it like this: it was kind of weird. It really was weird when he came back, and I don't know if anybody noticed it, but there was a producer walking in the background. I'm like, who was that? Like, it was a very quick thing. But with Bennett though, I feel that he came back because at first he realized his emotions, but then it was like a trap. It was kind of like a thirst trap.
Yeah,
when
but
you
see,
you know, and
I didn't like Noah. I didn't like Noah.
Mhm.
And in that last week, I kind of felt a little bit for what Noah was going through and how he felt about certain things that was said to him.
Yeah.
I did, because I could agree if I was to be talked down like that, I would feel the same way.
Yeah.
In a crazy sense. It really did hit home. But then after the smile, kind of grin, kind of threw it off a bit. So I was kind of like rooting for Noah a little bit. And then I was like, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we all went home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
She chose my Zach.
Yeah, though that double elimination, she saved that so hard and she did that very smart too.
Yes, she did.
She gave both of them a chance to see if they could evolve.
Yeah.
And then when they both stood there like, oh shit, we're both screwed. And then of course Blake, which I know Blake did the most, but can we at least give him credit for actually staying all the way through? Like he literally stayed all the way through and tried. And I know I know what Tasha said about time and stuff, but I think Tasha needs to give him just a little more credit, not to the ego, but just a little more credit because
I love Blake.
He was really in love with Claire. And the fact that he actually broke down, and he even said about the chakra thing that's not his thing. That's not my thing.
That chakra, I didn't even see that part until after they showed it. It was a bit
right. So the fact that he went there, I think that was important. And then Riley, I feel so bad for Riley because he is the human personification. By the way, hello, Goosebump in the private chat. Welcome in. I just want to give a shout out. But no, the fact that Riley was the human personification of everything I've been saying in this chat, he just exemplified it on screen tonight.
100%. I love Riley.
And the fact that he was that vulnerable, that's why I said he would be a bachelor. Sometimes being a bachelor is not how you start, it's not how you're in it. It's not how you end it, but it's about your growth throughout the whole thing. Because honestly, that chat for them was actually more healing than when Tasha had been at home. Because remember, I'm Bennett home. Because remember, in the lie detector test, JoJo, who did an okay job. They should have just called me. I could have done a way better job. And that's not because she's a woman. Don't even come for me. Okay.
I love JoJo.
Don't even come for me.
But it's okay.
Right?
But it's okay. It's okay. I'll take it.
I'm on the fence about this, so drag away.
But with that question, when JoJo asked, "Did you have regret about sending somebody home?" And the light bulb went, I think orange or red. That I could tell in that conversation that if she could have kept Riley, she would have, because that conversation was healing for both of them, and you saw that. And like I said, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I guess you missed it. I guess my question to that would be, who would he have been kept in place of? And why couldn't she have kept him if that was the case?
Well, here's my thing. If Hannah B did what she did with Luke P and gave all 4 of them roses, she could have broke the rules and kept Riley. If she really wanted to.
You think? Yeah.
I think she could have. I mean, like I said,
if anything slide.
Right. And like I said, in that men tell all, there was so much happening, even how the guys jumped up in it. I saw DeMar have a little say so as well. Bennett as well. So out of all the guys in there, if Chris would have said, okay, this has been a season unlike any other, Tasha, I'm gonna do something that we've never done before. Out of all the guys in this room, who do you want back as an extra rose? Right here, right now. I think she would have chose Riley.
But I totally hear what you're saying on that. But I feel like he still would have ended up gone. So it's kind of like you keep someone for an extra week.
But wait, Abby, thoughts. We have 2 guys. Okay, we have Ivan and we have Riley. If we had those 2 scenarios, okay. And she goes on a hometown date with Riley's family, and she falls in love with Riley's family. Could it have made a difference?
Good question.
Family is everything. I don't know.
This takes me back to Rachel and what's his face?
Brian? Right. Oh.
No, not Brian. Why am I blanking? I love it. Baltimore. No.
Her final pick?
Top 4. Why am I blinking?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we had Brian. We had Brian, Peter. I mean, not Peter. I don't know why I'm saying Peter. Yeah, we had Peter. Who else was on our season?
Why am I blank? Eric.
Oh, Eric Bigger. Yes, my baby right there. I love this Eric.
That's what that gives me, because that actually happened with him. He got the top 4. He got a hometown, and their hometown was actually so fire. Like, they was in the living room. Hey, like the whole family got along.
Family was so
it made it harder because she felt so bad that the family clicked. They asked her, like, it was more comfortable than you could tell than all of the other hometowns she had, and it made it harder.
But for me, what I didn't understand was, okay, I love Peter. Okay, I'm a Peter fan. I don't care if anybody does not like Peter in this chat room group live. I love Peter. Peter was my gap man. Okay, I have a gap too. See, I got Peter.
I got a gap too, and Peter still caught that drag.
I love me some Peter. Okay,
over here, but it's okay.
But it's okay. Everybody's gonna disagree to disagree.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, oh my God, now I'm losing my train of thought. If she knew Peter was not ready to be engaged, why did she keep him as long as she did and get rid of Eric? If she had a chance more with Eric to probably pursue marriage and so forth, and have Brian as her second choice.
Right.
That to me is confusing. If you feel like somebody's not ready and you're really 100% not ready to go through that breakup, but I mean, maybe it was easier to go through the breakup with Peter because he wasn't ready than to go through Eric, who was really invested in Rachel. So now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so maybe it makes a little more sense, because even with her situation, Tasha's situation with Brandon, maybe he will be gone next week. I mean, tomorrow. I don't know. Just a thought.
Interesting.
I feel like that goes how we're making parallels with the Peter and Rachel situation goes, because Tayshia said it in this episode too, like, I can't help my heart, or I can't help how far along I am with some people. And I feel like she wants to, like, I can see that she wants to be all the way there with Riley. She's excited about him opening up. She doesn't want him to like be hurt and close off again. Like, I think she would be so supportive if he was the Bachelor. Like, if it wasn't Matt James, maybe the next round, I think she would genuinely support him. But it's one of those, like, you almost like can't help the fact that it will never get there, and there's just certain things that and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if another week would have changed anything.
No, but they kissed, they did their thing, but it was not like a intense thing like we have the back and
right. And not to mention what you said about, she said that she can't help her heart. I saw Claire in the bloopers, which was kind of nice to see. And I'll say this, it was nice to see Claire in the bloopers because it humanized her just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
Like another Claire, but
just a tiny bit. But there's a point with this. Tayshia is very humble with her heart. Claire was very defensive when she was with the guys, like, I apologize if I wasted your time. I apologize if I hurt you, but I'm not going to apologize for love. Like, no one's asking you to, but could you see the sacrifices I made, like the sacrifices you made? Could you at least see that? And at least Tayshia
went above and beyond for you. Stuck tubes up our nose. We came here to find love, and then you kind of just blindside us out of nowhere and tell us basically I'm falling in love with somebody else, but everybody could see it. And then she's just like, basically probably telling them, no, there's not, I'm exploring my options. I'm here for the process. And then you kind of just blindside the guy.
No. Okay, let me come back to y'all. I'm going to add in Avalon and Caleb, and then we're going to do
it.
Thank you.
I've missed us. Love everyone.
Y'all are funny. I miss y'all. We getting a double dose this week.
Hi.
Hi,
Avalon.
Hi, Avalon. Hi,
how you doing?
I love that color on you,
Avalon. How about you?
Oh, my lavender.
It looks so good. You got me.
You see my nails? See my nails? My nails did. Hello.
They're so You bringing us the holiday cheer.
My Christmas nails, my blue and my silver Christmas nails. Yeah,
I'm not coming back tomorrow without my nails done. It's over with.
Hello.
Hi, I miss y'all.
I miss you so much.
I missed you back.
Thank you.
It's weird when you talk every week and then it's like, wait, we
never like, girl, I had to go into rehab. I miss you so much. I had to go to rehab. I miss you so much. Every rehab.
Oh my God. No, Braylon really held it down this week. He really was telling me, like, you living online tonight? I'm like, tonight for what? The episode.
Oh my God.
Caleb, hello. Oh my God, Caleb. Okay. I know you got thoughts.
Thank God he was eliminated. I'm so happy.
Oh Lord.
Who was eliminated? Caleb? Thank God.
Who was that?
When Easy was eliminated.
Easy.
When Easy. Yes, when he got cut. I've been looking forward to that all season.
I didn't. That wasn't in. Was that this episode?
That was last episode. No, these got cut 2 episodes ago. He got cut 2 episodes ago.
Gee.
Yeah.
And now, notice they didn't add him in the men tell all. Do you think that was on purpose? Like they couldn't?
They have a second one. Tuesday gonna have a second one, I think.
They are?
They're gonna have another one tomorrow. Remember, Easy's not there, and who else is not there? A lot of men are not there.
Remember, Jay is not there. Easy is a couple not there. They're going to second one tomorrow, I think. Because of COVID, they couldn't have on there for COVID. Remember, they got to do tracing.
That makes sense because I'm like,
I think I was second one tomorrow.
In the comments, like, why weren't they all there? And I'm like, sometimes they cut that.
They're going to have a second one until tomorrow. Yes, it's a bunch of them that was number one there. Mm-hmm.
They are making it happen, I guess.
But let me tell you something. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Y'all gonna hate me for saying this.
Uh-oh.
But I love Billy even more now. I'm sorry.
Avalon. Okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm like all the way with you, but I'm not gonna say that I'm like
I love Billy more now.
Like I don't hate the man. I mean,
because you think about it, Bennett was right. He was right. Noah is a 5-year-old that's trying to act like he grown. Noah and Noah and that DeMar, what's his name? DeMar, what's his name? The other man, black boy, DeMar. They can pay a plastic surgeon to look like Bennett. They wish they could look like Bennett. They wish it could be Bennett. Okay?
DeMar is handsome.
No, baby. No. Let me tell you something. Men were killed to look like Bennett. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can be there. Y'all can say whatever they want to say.
He's okay.
No.
DeMar
is okay. Who's okay?
Bennett is I. He's AIGHT.
Who you say? Who's Bennett or DeMar? Of course he is. Those boys are jealous of Bennett. That's why they gave Bennett a hard time. Those boys jealous of Bennett. Bennett is finest. You know what? I don't care what y'all say. But I'm telling you. See, the young girls, they get younger caught up in emotions. When you're older, you get caught up in your bank account. You can call your emotions bank account.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
Stop getting out your emotions, get out your VG, and get into your brain.
Get into your bag.
Bennett's a brain man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
But he couldn't spell limousine though.
No, he drive one. Who cares? He can drive one. Pick you up in one. Who cares if he can spell it? Let him pick you up in one. Who cares he can spell it?
I couldn't even spell that one word you made me spell that one time, so I don't.
Half the men that spelled it can't pick you up in one. That's the truth.
Oh my gosh. What does he do again? Is Bennett like some big shot?
He said he's a world something national something marketing something. He's in New York. That's all I know. New York.
Is he like a marketing person?
He's New York.
No.
When they say New York, you know what they mean.
When they get to add in all the extra words onto it, it's fake. Wealth management.
He's fake what? He's not fake, baby. He's not fake. Now them houses he went to Tasia when they do that art exhibit, he mentioned on the different houses he had. That wasn't fake.
Okay, I will give that. He is attractive. I do think that DeMar is very attractive. I do think that the cast overall was okay in the looks department. I feel like where people have a problem, and I want you both to respond to this, is like, was Bennett's apology tonight enough? One, and do we feel like Bennett?
Wait, Bennett or Yusuf? Which one? Who had to apologize?
Bennett apologized. Yusuf didn't. Yusuf was just like, all right.
Okay, what did Bennett have to apologize for?
He was just kind of like, he apologized to Noah and was like, if I said something in a tone, like, I apologize. Basically, it was a half apology. But basically was like, if I said anything that came off wrong, I apologize. Like, just here, take it. And I feel like that's what people's problem was, him going after Noah. And for me, I feel like Bennett could have rode the wave, but he got caught up in this messy drama. I still don't understand why he did that, because he could have left so classy. And it's almost like it's just a mess. Like, I don't understand why he attached himself to this drama. This is the hill he wanted to die on. I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. I don't know what's going on. There's some strange stuff going on. I don't know what's going on between him and Noah. What's going on?
Oh my gosh. So,
Bennett
who is
got
most
himself
likely to end up in paradise?
Oh, of course. What's his name? Noah gonna be there. He running. He can't wait to get there. Noah gonna be there. Demar gonna be there. Riley gonna be there.
Yosef might be
Yusuf?
there as a villain.
You think he's gonna make
Yeah.
it?
Say
I
who
don't-
now?
Yosef, or if Ivan doesn't make it past, I think Ivan will be in paradise if he doesn't make it past.
Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Am I like I'm stuck? Am I stuck? I'm like I'm stuck.
You're here.
Oh, let me get out and come back in. I'm like I'm stuck. I'm stuck on my computer and my phone. I'm stuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me get back in. I'll come back. Bye bye.
Okay. Let's go ahead and so you think, Caleb, you think Yusuf will end up in paradise?
I feel like if they need a villain, yes.
But
If
is
they
he
don't-
really a villain? I think that's going to be a good question for the whole group.
Yeah.
Do we really think Yusuf is a villain? And after tonight, did he just reinforce that?
I feel like I didn't watch a lot, but I watched that part. So I feel like the way, like how I feel like he should have apologized at least, because calling her class. I know we're not talking about Claire no more, but calling her classless was kind of disrespectful.
Yeah. No, agreed. I feel like he could have stayed 10 toes down, and he could have done kind of what Bennett did, apologize wise, and like kind of half apologize, and at least show that he went home and thought about it and reflected and felt bad. And I feel like he just kind of came back and was like double down, and that it's like you really could have left a hero, but now you're doubling down, and it makes it hard for the people who agree with you with what you said to really support you fully.
And what you were saying about Bennett and his half apology, I think I would have taken it, but I feel like there should have been. I feel like he could have given a little bit more, but I would have taken it because just because he thinks of somebody like that doesn't mean he regrets not thinking of them in a certain way.
Right. That's true. People can always, evolve and change and grow. Maybe feel bad about calling someone out. I don't know. I guess he didn't feel all that bad. Ashley said no. Damn. Y'all are dragging this man. We might as well bring the whole group because I know y'all got give the thoughts. Let's see. Come on, Team Shady Petty.
Shady Petty, that's our name now.
Lord
I thought it was Abby Homie.
You didn't know that was a synonym for that?
That's a synonym of Shady Petty.
Lord Jesus.
Shady and Petty.
I wanted to say something. When everyone was talking, I was trying so hard. I'm like, I wish I was in the chat right now.
Oh my God.
Can I just give hand claps to my man Caleb? You made it in the stream, brother. Yes. Opinions.
Hey, Caleb. Hi, Caleb.
We love it. Oh my God. That's what I wanted to say. First of all, I think Ivan has a legitimate shot. So no paradise. I think he's going to create paradise after it's all over with Tasha. All right. That's
what I'm talking about. Come on now.
Yes. Black on black love. I've been wanting it. Damn it, I need a win.
It's not happening. I'm sorry.
I'm hashtag Jason.
Why you saying
Girl, please.
I don't see it happening. I don't know.
No, me either.
Yeah, I don't either.
I want it to happen. It'd be beautiful.
I love y'all three so much, but can a brother dream like Martin Luther King? Damn, I'm just saying.
That's a nightmare for Tasia. Trust me. That's your dream. That's a nightmare for Tasia. Trust me.
Let me get this second thought out. I think Yosef, if he's a villain, yes, but do they need him? No, because
absolutely not. Yeah,
that's why. Wait a minute, Braylon. Wait a minute. That's why Chris Harrison tried to give him an easy way in. Chris Harrison said, "Babe, you better set up your brand."
He was.
That's what Chris Harrison. He's trying to give him his way in, but he didn't take the hint. He didn't take the hint.
I don't want to go to paradise because he acts like everything bothers him about acting a little freaky on camera. I don't think he can handle paradise if he has a daughter. Just my thought.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually true.
Can't even handle men getting half naked. Imagine the beach with a whole bunch of women. It's not going to happen.
The only reason why I say I don't think so is because if he could put himself out that way on a franchise show that makes the whole franchise, he will do that anywhere. So no, that's BS. I don't accept that. I
Just
don't.
what?
But he would miss his daughter too much.
The fact that he wouldn't do that on Paradise because he has a daughter.
He might.
They got him on IG half naked. What you talking about? On IG, he was half naked on IG. They got people calling him IG half naked.
Instagram. I didn't see his Instagram, so I can't vouch for anybody. I guess I got to go check that tomorrow because I ain't doing that tonight because I'm over here with y'all tonight. And I can't use my phone for that because I need to be on camera tonight. So I will check that tomorrow and get more facts on this.
But no, that is so real because that's how men like him do. They will use that as a way to shame you, but then still go after you.
I know, but to go and talk down on a woman just to go back on Paradise to do the same thing, you contradicted yourself. Come on. I mean, that's surprised. But I mean, he could be, you know, but hey, you know. I would just assume.
And by the way, Auntie, nobody wants to look like Bennett. I am just fine the way I am.
I ain't say you. Let me tell you something. Wait a minute now. I ain't say you. I said Noah and DeMar. I ain't say you.
I know.
I love you,
Noah and DeMar because Bennett is fat as I don't know what, and them young boys are jealous of him because Bennett, as old as he is, he still outlooks all of them.
Out the two, DeMar looks better than Noah. Just saying.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying too.
I feel like DeMar and Bennett could compete.
Let me tell you this. Blake, let me tell you something. Blake, let me go back. Blake is the better version of Zach. You think about it. Blake and Zach are two of the same, but Blake is like the better version of Zach.
Okay.
Blake is no, wait a minute. Blake is Zach without the drugs, the drug history. I'm serious. You think about it, I'm serious. No. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being serious. Think about it. Blake is Zach without the drug history. Think about it. Look at him. Real.
Okay, Avalon, I kind of have to agree with you because I said, for me, I've dated guys and I'm like, if I even see an alcohol tolerant, thing for drinking, it's a no-go for me. And I have children, so that's a no-go for me. I don't want no alcoholic drinking all day. I can agree with that. The man's been to AA. I'm not saying that he's 100% fully, together yet, but I'm all for Zach. I love Zach. I don't know what it is. Maybe he wouldn't be for me, but I just love him. I don't know what it is about him. I just like him.
Yeah, I
feel like it's his face.
It's a what?
It's his face.
It's his face. I feel like it's the way he looks at a camera.
Like a truck ran over it. That's what it looked like.
He gives me like a naked mole rat in the face a little bit.
That's what somebody said my baby looked like. Abby, when he was a baby. My cousin said my baby looked like a naked mole rat.
I need a moment.
Flag on the play.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
Brother, you know that man face like somebody truck ran over. You know that.
No, Avalon, I don't know why.
I love Abby. I love Abby. Okay.
That was not what they did. Woo! But I do feel like Blake and Zach are similar. And I don't know what it is. And I feel like we keep getting the preview of Tasia and her dad talking. And I feel like she's talking or he's talking about Zach. And I feel like there's this energy of just, I don't know. Like there's just something. It's not that Zach doesn't have himself together. Because I feel like he does.
I saw in the preview, okay, what's his name? The guy put on a jacket. What the guy with he has a interesting shaped head. What's his name? Oh my gosh.
Brandon?
What?
No, the other one.
Ivan?
Ben?
Ben.
Ben. Okay.
I feel like there's something about Ben we don't know either.
I would have to agree
with Ben we don't know.
I would have to agree with that because in the preview, I think it was his mom or one of his female family members saying you in love with her, and Ben said, I don't know. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, sir. You are in the top 4. It is hometowns where they're bringing your family to her. She's not going to your family. They're bringing your family to her, and you're saying you don't know? And you're at the top 4?
That's
okay.
That's some red.
We talked about Peter and Rachel earlier. Sounds familiar to me, child.
I mean, Avalon's commentary is more secure than what Ben said.
Say what now? What you say?
I said Avalon's commentary is more secure than what Ben said.
What commentary I said?
No, I'm saying the way that you are truthful in your commentary is more secure.
Yeah.
I
don't think.
I don't know.
But can I ask a question? Do you think she discussed Zach's issue with alcohol to her father?
It's not alcohol, girl. He's a druggie. Which one alcohol?
Sorry, drug addict, drug use, drug.
I think that Tasia would not tell her dad on camera that.
Yeah.
I don't think Daddy gonna take them in.
I can't see her doing it because he might say something. I think she knows her family well enough. And I think she knows her dad well enough to know he could say something, that could be detrimental. And I think that if she was really interested in Zach, like he could potentially get picked, she wouldn't tell her dad on camera. I think that would be something.
No. That's personal stuff. But I don't think she will share other people's personal business unless that's something of discussion.
Right.
And that
she'll tell him that after the wedding.
And honestly, that dad seems like a person that, you know what? You, my daughter, I love you. You've been in this. I don't have to be in this. So I'm not going to give a damn about anything that's around me. It's just you.
No, I disagree. I totally disagree. I think he's all hands-on. I think he's all hands-on father.
I'm not saying
I don't think that.
I'm not saying he's not hands-on, but when it comes to telling the truth, he does not give a damn about ABC. He don't. He just cares.
I agree with you about that. I agree with you about that. Now I do agree with you about that.
Right.
He's with production. He's production XYZ. That's what production XYZ. The other end. He's that production company. XYZ.
He was like, y'all can play over here, but this is your life. And
I work for XYZ company that's down here the street.
Yes.
All we gotta do is wait for next week, right?
I know. Tomorrow. Oh, next week.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting tomorrow. I keep forgetting it's tomorrow. Girl, I forget it's Monday.
Me too.
I've been waiting for so long.
Oh my God. No.
I'm not used to all this.
Well, can we go over the last previous episodes that we missed?
Thank you, Avalon.
Thank you, Avalon. Y'all really want to
Lord have mercy. That Noah and that Bennett. First of all, when they had them at that table, she put Noah and Bennett into that room with them chia pet flowers. I said, where did they get the chia pet flowers? You said the chia pet flowers they had in front of them. What's that for chia pet flower? Now this is a multi-million-dollar production. You got the chia pet flowers out there.
I'm telling you, I've been dragging this budget. They're not giving multi-million-dollars for years.
I don't want to see the Final Fantasy suite around the corner.
No, it's been cheap for years. Cheap.
Fantasy suites is around the corner.
I'm not seeing the chia pet flowers out there when the table and him and Bennett was talking. I said, "What did these chia? What in the world?"
What do you mean it's been cheap? Hannah got to have sex in the windmill. I've never done that. That could not have been cheap.
Okay, that was in Scotland. That was in Scotland somewhere. That was in Scotland.
I got a comment.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you think fantasy series are gonna go when all the men are in the same location?
Oh Lord Jesus. No. Now it's gonna be with them parents. All the parents gotta come there, Chris Harrison said all the parents got to come to there. They can't go out no more. The parents got to come there now. You know that, don't you?
No, I said fantasy suites when they.
No, I'm just saying. Suite, besides that suite, you know, all the parents got to come there.
I don't mind that.
So,
They can go to separate rooms. They can go into the lobby.
No.
I think
No,
they
you're
have
not. No, wait a minute, Braylon.
Okay.
Your daughter is trying to date my son. My son's trying to date your daughter. My daughter's trying to date. They're gonna be talking about each other like I don't know what. Like, you know, don't
But
you
they
talk
know
about my
the
son like
experience.
that. My son is better than your son. You know,
Oh,
can you imagine that?
hell.
They all been in the joint at one
I
time.
don't think they're meeting. I think they're going to be separated. They're going to go
I
to their
didn't
own
say
little...
they was meeting, baby. I didn't say it was meeting. Okay.
I know, but they're not going to
But
come
I'm
into...
saying when they hear
I just
those
think they're fine.
conversations, huh?
I just think the whole process of being on COVID-19 and being stuck in the same unit is just awkward for me. I'm not saying I don't want The Bachelor to be on or The Bachelorette. I'm very glad that it's on, but it's very awkward when you're around the corner having a date and then it's just it's weird.
Y'all, they ain't nothing, girl. They ain't nothing.
It's just weird the
Wait till
way
parents show up. That's gonna be the stuff. That's gonna be the real reality TV. Wait till parents show up.
That's
But
true.
I think they have it at different days. I think they have it every other day. I don't think it's like the same day.
Oh yeah. And plus now that you gotta remember when Ed went to the other side and saw Chris. So they
It was
probably
far.
they probably have
That
it
was
spaced
fun.
out enough.
That was a big distance.
But I will say this though, if I'm with Tasha, I don't want to see my mom. I don't want to see my dad. I don't want to see my Chris. And Chris, I love you. I want to take your damn job, but I don't even want to see you. I just want me and her. That is it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the problem with being on a show, you get like, if you're lucky, 8 hours, and the rest you're dealing with producers and cast members. So it's almost like, who would I rather see if I'm not seeing the lead? It's my family. Come on.
I mean, true.
I need to talk to you. Like,
I would
Get your take on the kind of guys or the girl that you're going to be marrying. Get the feel of everything. I get that. You need to know who you're marrying into. You can't just go and say, okay, I want to marry you, and you don't know their family background. You know nothing about them. There might be some deep, dark secrets the family might know, and tell them about it.
Wait a minute. I was hoping she picked Bennett for family them to get together. Because I said, wait a minute, Shauna, wait a minute, Shauna. You know, I said back of my mind. I said, we see Bennett the way he is now, right? We see Bennett the way holding straight lace and everything. Like, Shauna, be quiet. Wait a minute. Just wait.
I'm listening. I'm good.
Wait a minute. We see Bennett all straight lace and all look like Mr. Superman and everything. One of his parents are hippie, smoke weed.
I highly doubt that they're
What is that exact opposite of him? What is the exact opposite of him?
Hang on, wait. I feel an impression coming on.
Okay, I need my glasses off. Even though I can't see y'all.
We were going to open up the door, but then we got high.
Coming to the house. No, we ain't coming to the house.
Kick you off of that resort so fast.
I'm sorry. I had to do the impression. I had to do it. Avalon. I had to do it.
You know what I said? I said, that been a classic reality TV moment.
I
If
do want
Bennett
to
was
see
that
where he
opposite of him.
That would be hilarious if his parents are like totally not. Okay, wait, Caleb.
Oh, okay.
What are your thoughts on Bennett? Are you pro Bennett, not pro Bennett?
I'm in between on him. I feel like what we said with all that, him being like, he was casual at the beginning, but then he got into this messed up shit drama, and you just couldn't. I just couldn't comprehend what he was doing that second half of the time he was there. The first half, I thought he was genuine, but who knows?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah. I guess out of the guys, because it was I guess only 2 guys went home, and then we're probably going to see more guys go home tomorrow. But out of I guess over the last 3 weeks, who has been the one, and maybe that's Riley, because we talked a bit about that earlier. Who has been that one where it's just like, dang, I wish they had more time. They went too soon.
Blake.
Wait, Shauna, you said Riley. Avalon, you
I
said
love
Blake.
Riley. I like Blake too, but I love Riley. I would have chose him and be like, "Bye, Blake. I like you. You're
Oh,
cool,
Blake's about to
but
hit on the face. What you talking about? Blake's
you
about to hit
think
on the face
he
when
is
he's
like
that up.
I know what you think of
What you talking about?
my Riley, so I'm just gonna
I mean,
speak my
Riley
opinion.
about to hit in the face when she denied him. What you talking about?
I knew she won't go say that because I already heard it before. I like Riley. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't usually choose bad boys. Well,
y'all think Riley is all GQ. I'm telling you,
I didn't think he
Riley
was
is not
GQ in the beginning.
I
didn't think he was
Riley is
GQ
KO,
in the
knockout. He no GQ, he KO.
Can I tell you something, Avalon? I did not think anything that great of him. I said he reminded me of somebody I knew. He reminds me of somebody I know face-wise.
Huh?
He reminds me of somebody I know. Like his face reminds me of somebody I know, so it's familiar. And I was kind of like, I don't know about him. But then he started opening up, and I kind of felt for him a little bit. I didn't see much of Blake because Blake didn't really have much conversation time with her other than his last date, which I actually missed. So I was
about to punch in the face when she denied when she told me he's got to go home. What you talking about? You said he bucked up to her. He bucking up. I'm like, wait a minute now. Well, hold on, Horsey. Don't be bucking up to me.
Wait, you think that Riley bucked up?
He did buck up to her.
I missed that too, so I will have to rewatch it. Avalon, I will get back to you on that next week. For sure. I mean tomorrow. For sure.
Y'all,
I missed that. I'll watch it tomorrow before.
I might have
I'll
missed
watch
it. I mean, if
I see it. I see it.
I mean, if he bucked up, then Tasha
You know what? Let me tell you something. Did y'all ever see? No, wait a minute. Did y'all ever see? A Dara married black woman.
Yes.
When that man, that one was in the house, and she said bye to that girl. She said bye y'all, bye, and then she closed that door. That man, soon as she closed that door, the man came out and knocked her.
That's the second one, Family Reunion. I just watched that the other day.
No, that's not Family Reunion. I'm talking Dara married black woman, not Family Reunion. Dara married black woman. I'm talking about. That's what Ryan reminds me of.
It's the Tyler Perry movie, but it's the one when the girl has the male dancers at the house.
No, baby, no. Go back in history. Dara married black woman, the first one.
Okay, the first one when
that's
the girl
reminds me of. You remember Blair Underwood in that movie? That's reminds me of.
Okay,
he had this big top lawyer position.
He's married.
Huh?
He's married, and then he kicks her out of the house.
No, baby, Diary married black woman. Did you ever see that?
Are you talking about the play or the movie?
Avalon, Diary of a Mad Black.
The play.
Blair Underwood was in the other one. Was in the family reunion.
The one when
he wasn't no family reunion.
Dancers at the house,
no,
right, Abby?
Blair Underwood was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. He's the one that knocked her out with super. He's the one who became handicapped. Who in the chat? Anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about? That mad black woman, Blair Underwood was Blair mad black woman. He wanted to hit in the face. But as soon as that door closed, he hit in the face. And she had to take care of his behalf because he became handicapped.
That was my bad black woman,
but
yes. And that's the first one, yes.
That's the one that was in Damn Mad Black Woman.
No, the one is the bigger guy. He was shaking. I forget his name, but it's not Blair.
He's a lawyer, right? Are you talking about the lawyer, the one that's a lawyer? And he kicks his girlfriend out the house. I mean, his wife out the house for 18 years and all that stuff. And Medea says, we're going to go to his house, rampage the house.
Wait a minute. I'm going to go Google. No, I'm going to Google right now. I'm going to go Google. No,
the piano and all that stuff.
I'm going to go Google.
This is the Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Harris.
Yeah,
this is the Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Who is the new man?
Steve
Harris.
I know what I'm talking about. I just watched it
like 2 days ago.
No,
that's not the movie. You got to play the movie.
The movie is Steve Harris.
Yes. And Elise Neal.
So you're talking about a whole different movie.
How's Darren?
He did abuse her, but he kicked her out, and then she got with the bus driver, Shamar Moore, and then he tried to take her to go out.
Wait a minute. You said Darren Mad Black one, right?
There's probably reunion in my
one that's with Blair Underwood.
Yes, that was Medea's family reunion.
What the hell?
I love y'all.
Wait a minute.
Okay. I read my case.
Which one did she tell her to play grip ball?
Grip ball.
You don't remember when she said you get the grits and you play grip ball?
Oh yeah. The second one, reunion.
So that's the one you're thinking about. Avalon?
Yes. See, I watched it the other day, Abby.
Which one he hit in the face when she closed the door, hit in the face? The door closed. She told her girlfriend. She told her girlfriend, goodbye, good night, I'll see you later. And he closed, she goes to hit her, he knocked her in the face.
That's the second one. When she had her friends over in the beginning, she was having a little male dancer party for her, I guess, her bridal shower.
What's the name
and
of
her
that
man
movie?
came in the house and he said, who are these? Like, what's going on? And then she's like,
what's the name of the movie, girl? What's the name of the movie?
It's
The
called
Reunion.
Medea's Family Reunion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, well that's a round of me.
Okay, cheers. Cheers, Avalon. It's okay.
That's what we do, man. That's a round of me. I'm sorry. Like my husband said. Wait a minute, no.
It's okay.
Baby,
cheers.
I'm sorry, but let me tell you, his name is not Riley, his name is Dwayne. Remember, he has a separate name. See, my husband was right. My husband said someone's up with him.
I understand his
My husband said someone's up with him. He was right. My husband said something's right with that man. And he couldn't find out. He got a different name. He got two different names.
Because his father was absent. And he felt, and there's all kinds of problems with his father and all that stuff. And his father lied, and he felt like he didn't want to be like his father. And I kind of get that because I'm a single mom. And if I name my child, I can understand them wanting to change their name. So
wait a minute. But see how I told you something was up with him. See, I told you.
It's just a name. When you legalize it, it was really legalized. Like my last name, I have my dad's last name. I didn't have my dad's last name at first.
But you can whatever.
Shana, whatever my last name is.
Something. Didn't I tell you that?
Yo,
did I tell you handsome? I told you handsome.
That's one little baby lie. That's really a little baby lie.
A name change a baby lie?
Well, yes, because technically, when you make it legal, it's legal. It's legal now. So once you made it legal,
baby lie, baby. That's not a baby lie.
But I don't want to go back to my old name. That's you know what? That's different.
But that's not a lie in itself. I'm just saying that's a lie. That's not a lie in itself.
There was nothing major like he killed somebody or he was a major drunk and he like passed out.
But we don't know who he killed on the other name. He could have did the other name. What he did?
Ultimately,
you don't know what he did on the other name. What he did?
Ultimately, he did get a legal name change. And I think that technically his name is Riley. And it probably came up because he had some doubt, like, do I tell them about changing my name? So it's not that
he didn't have no doubt. His name was Dwayne. Okay.
I want to relive it. My son's name is Dwayne. Big up to Dwayne.
Okay, I know. I got Dwayne's in my family. I got Dwayne's in my family. That's true.
I mean, it is, I can understand his reasoning. Let me tell you something.
Right.
Abby, let me just say something. My mom gave my mom gave me her last name. Right?
My mom gave me her middle name. My mother gave me her middle name.
I was the firstborn. She was scared to name him and then him take me away from, my mom, and nothing ever ended up happening. But then years later, I got my name changed. Well, I didn't really get it changed. I kind of added it. But it's like, if I go by my other last name, I don't feel like I need to explain that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I have both now, but I was when I was 15, I got my name changed and I wanted my dad's last name. I don't think it's something that
when you're 15, you get the name changed. What do you say?
Well, I'm just saying, if I put a name or added a name or changed something, if it's my name now, this is how I go by. Like, if my son decides he wants to change
when the government gives you Social Security, what they pay you and what name they pay you then?
Well, I'm from Canada, so I don't know about all that.
Well, I'm just saying, the Canadian government gives you Social Security, whatever the payment they give people.
Social, yeah. Well,
they give you your legal name, right? They can go no other name.
But Avalon, you can change your name legally.
Right. Now I'm asking a question. I ain't talking about that. I'm trying to tell a question. You got who in the hell are you? Look at the name change. Wait a minute.
Well, no. I want to say.
What is your name, Caleb?
I'm just saying it's not a big deal breaker for me. You change your name. It is what it is. Now you love who you are.
Caleb, you changed your name too.
I gotta do some research, and then if I don't find anything, we're done. It's okay. We can let it go.
Wait a minute, Santa. Caleb, you changed your name too. Caleb.
It used to be Colegio.
Oh Lord.
See, I like both. And now it's
I like both, and I wouldn't mind if you didn't tell me. It's okay. Harley Joe don't need to be. My dad didn't tell me his middle name, so
let me
it is
say
what it is.
Let me say these two comments because I think these two are really important. Tiffany and Co said names carry value, so it change if it doesn't serve you. And then Ashley says it's not a major lie. He didn't kill anybody. You know,
I didn't say he lied. I didn't say he lied. I didn't say that.
Don't attack nephew.
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm not saying he lied.
I'm just repeating the comment. But in the grand scheme of things, we have had people in the past who have had a girlfriend while they were on the show, compared to somebody changing their name. I'm just going to let that be.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't feel like it was a lie. I do feel like there was a story behind it, and that's why there was some level of deception indicated.
Yes.
But I don't think it was deception, and I don't think it's something that his name is legally changed. So it literally is.
Okay, but he's a lawyer under which name, though?
Huh?
He's a lawyer under which name?
Right.
Name that he has. His name that he has, Riley. He's not Dwayne anymore.
Is he a lawyer under Wilder or is he a lawyer under Dwayne? We don't know.
And plus, let me
because he wanted it to be gone and forever gone. So we don't need to call him Dwayne.
We don't know.
And plus,
Dwayne's gone. Riley's here. It's Riley.
We don't know you don't know he's a lawyer under Riley. He could be no lawyer under Dwayne. You don't know that.
Everything will just get converted once he changes his name legally.
I'm saying, wait a minute, you all. He didn't never said he was Riley as a lawyer. He never did say that. He could be Dwayne. His real legal name is Dwayne's lawyer. He never said he was Riley as a lawyer.
And plus, if Tasha really was,
he said that was his profession. He said that was his lawyer's name. Go ahead.
And plus, if Tasha was really upset by it, she would have got rid of him that night.
No, no. It's not a big issue. It's not a big issue. It just said
right. I'm not.
It's that thing that I think in the back of her head. Now she may say it's not a big issue. You know how people are. You know how human nature come into play. All human nature comes every time. Okay, in the back of her head, I'm sure they play the issue. Don't delude human nature.
I agree with you, but he came clean.
Yeah.
Point blank. Whether he didn't come clean or not has nothing to do with this, talk about something else and start going on a conversation. He said, "This is my story about his path and why he changed his name." And I could understand why he changed his name because I'm a single mother.
Let me tell you something, Shauna. Let me tell you something, Shauna. It has nothing to do with that. Human nature always. Let me tell you all something. Human nature always gonna trump. Okay. In the back of her head, back of your head, always going to take the whole play. It's not the front of the head; it's the back of the head that's always take over. Okay, the back of her head. When he talk about that name change and that family drama and all that problems like that, I'm sure they played a part. That's why she picked him over Ivan. That's why she picked him over Ivan. I know it was.
They had their own family drama, whichever form. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a different opinion, and it's okay.
Yeah, I think ultimately that's all it is. It's
everybody has their own family issues.
Some look at it like deception. Some look at it as not a big deal. And imagine if Shauna was the Bachelorette, she'd be like, "That's your name." Of course, that's not a lie. If Avalon was the Bachelorette, she's looking into, "Can you give me the license?"
He would get past the final
and the deed matchup. Did the bank statements align?
Even out the first 10, even out the first 10, go out bad. You like I turn a bad.
I would probably be in the middle and just be like, "Does everything clear under Riley? I just want to be sure." Like,
you know, but once you get to the family date, when you get to the family, you would have known more of his name and everything like that. So that is where she should have kept him and get to know him a little more and see where it came from.
Shauna, he didn't really want her to meet her family, remember? He didn't want her to really meet her family. Remember, he said that, remember?
She was torn because she knew she only had 4. Okay, I'm sure she would have took my Riley.
Like I was watching. He said he didn't want her really. He said because he said so much family drama and so much chaos in his family, he didn't want to really meet his family.
Every family has their drama. Every family has a drama. I never got along with my mother. That doesn't make me a bad person.
I think that was more apprehension, nervous.
Did y'all watch the other 2 episodes before this day?
That's why
he said out his own mouth. I'm not saying this. In his own mouth, he said this. I'm not making this up. He said, my family got so much stuff in my family, so much chaos in my family. I don't want to meet my family. What were you on with that when he said that?
Okay.
I know
say
you're
something?
not.
Yeah.
No, you're good. No, I was gonna say I know you're not making it up, Avalon, but I think story and like he said, he does not reveal any of that to anybody. So I think that was more apprehension and nervousness. Because if he
okay,
didn't want to
y'all
meet with her
go on
family,
apprehension nervousness. Y'all go from that. Okay.
Can I say something?
All right, let's say Shauna. Yep.
Yes.
Me and my mother did not always have the perfect relationship. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person because I was not always the kindest to my mother.
I didn't say I'm a bad person.
You know what I mean? And if I ever had to go through an experience like this, I wouldn't want somebody to judge me because me and my mom did not necessarily have the greatest path.
I didn't say that. This came his own mouth. Listen, I didn't say that. They came his own mouth. I didn't say that.
Okay, Avalon. So you're saying that, and Shauna, thank you for sharing, because you're basically saying that, you know, a contestant shouldn't be held to family drama. You know, everybody has some level of backstory.
Exactly.
And when you come on the show, you're under scrutiny. So, Avalon, are you saying that he told Tasia he did not want to meet her family, or Tasia told him?
In the previous episodes, he said, "My family is so drama. My family is so hard. I really don't want." Did y'all see that episode? I don't know what's the episode 9. Go back and Google it, Hulu it, or whatever. It was ever 7 or 7 or 9, 7 or 8 or 9, whatever.
I guess I'm out of the dating field forever, Abby.
No. Listen, did y'all understand what he said? He said, "I do not want my." He said, "There's so much chaos in my family. I don't want her to meet my family." Y'all didn't see that part?
Avalon.
I didn't say that. He came in his mouth.
Auntie, listen to me.
Okay,
I am agreeing with you, but I think it was apprehension because there's stuff in my family that I'm apprehensive. If I was on the show, there would be things I would be apprehensive about, just like
no. But what Shauna's saying, it's like, you know, like the public is making him feel bad about his family. It's not like we're not making him, but he said about his own family. We didn't say that
because you have to open up to the Bachelorette about who you are and why you are.
Yeah,
who you are,
process,
what you come through.
Okay, but my thing is
a different person because of how I was with my mother. You know what I mean? I was not always the kindest daughter, but guess what? As an adult now, I realize those things that it made me grow to respect and love my mother.
That's good. That's good. But I'm not gonna say here.
I can't go on a show like this and then they expose me and then people think I'm a bad person because of what they hear.
No, see, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you what he said himself. I'm not thinking about him as a bad person. You know, I think he's like Ike Turner, but anyway, I don't think he's a bad person. No, but I think that, you know, when he said that threw some off in her head. That made her think differently about him.
So you think that he's communicated to her that there's something there within his family that he's not comfortable sharing? So why would she feel comfortable, you know, getting to know him more?
What episode we on now? What episode this episode 10 or 9 or 10? Which episode we on now?
10. Okay, can I ask a question? If he had brought her to the house and then they did the
7 and 8,
drama, it would have been
9, 8 and 9, and see what it look over.
Okay, but
I know what happened. I know what I saw.
But Avalon is a preparation for what he's going to be getting himself into if she does come to his home. So at least he's letting her know that there's a little bit of chaos, drama.
That's what I'm saying.
She doesn't get blinded and say, okay, well, what's going on here?
That's what I was saying.
You got to know what's going on before you go meet the family.
That's what I'm saying, Shauna. That's what I was just saying.
He was on it, but he was honest. I like that he said there's a little bit of stuff going on in my family.
Okay, Shauna, I was just saying. But listen, Shauna, did she not have the right to not want to deal with that or not? Does she not have the right to not to want to deal with that or not?
That's fine, and I don't think there was a problem with the family dynamic because she would have got rid of him a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
She would have said, "Okay, well, it's not for me. I don't want family drama." She didn't have a problem with that.
She may not want to deal with it.
Drug problem. She didn't see that as a problem. The other one wanted to kill himself. She didn't think that it was a problem. Those things
they was a different color too. They was a color vanilla too. You remember that?
They all have their story. Did you realize that? They all have messed up stories. But whichever way you want to look at it.
I told you her favorite color is vanilla. I told you that. Y'all don't believe me. I told you her color is vanilla. Her plays vanilla. I told you that.
No, tread lightly with that. All pain goes on spectrum, so tread lightly with that.
Her favorite flavor is vanilla. Okay,
but they all have the problem. Every one of them. Every one of them had their problems.
Thank you,
Ed
Sean.
and his brother,
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Okay,
and we
okay.
had Zach,
One
Ben,
thing
and the other one.
we can all agree on is that every bachelorette has the power, or bachelor has the power of discretion. And what we're all witnessing right now is that we're all nitpicking on things that will bother personally us.
Ain't
And then
bothering me.
the
I
other
don't
one
give
is
a
saying,
hell.
that's not a big deal. This is
They
literally
all
what happens
agree.
every season. We have
I
some
ain't
who
care
have
what.
checkered families, and that turns the bachelor away. We have some who are virgins, that turns the bachelor away. We have some who are, the villain. Maybe they could have had a great, connection, but it turns the bachelorette. It really depends on the lead. And right now, clearly, we have Tasia, who's willing to get to know Zach, who has a quote unquote checker past. Whereas maybe, like you're saying, Evelyn, she heard of a man who has a dicey family, and that was the hill she wanted to die on. Everybody's gonna have a different.
They all do.
Like people in the comments saying, she cried over Blake, but she cried over Riley. People in the comments said that. Your own people in the comments said that.
I
cried over
I don't think she's
Blake, but
really
she cried over Riley. In fact, when Riley left, she was up there smiling. Next minute, she was just smiling.
I have a comment.
Yes, Sean.
Every four of them have their own issues. If we did not realize for the last few weeks, they all have something wrong. Whether one's brother's in jail, whether one's an ex-alcoholic, drug addict, whatever we want to call it, the other one who wants to commit, the other word. And then we have one who has family issues. They all have issues.
And one committed suicide twice. Okay.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying? They all have problems. If she didn't think that was okay for her, she wouldn't have chose any of those guys. So she did not bother
production. No, wait a minute, baby. Let me tell you something. Don't be no. Let me tell you something. Production always got to have one black for production at the end, okay?
Okay, but who's gonna end up with it? They'll have problems.
Like Eric.
She only has four left.
For Rachel was Eric, okay? You always had that one black person at the end. But Matt James, when in his top four, it's gonna be one black girl. Trust me.
Okay, but all of them have problems. Who's gonna end up with
one black left? Watch.
Okay, hang on. Hang on 1 second. Let me get this out, Shauna, and then I'm gonna go straight to you. I'm as respectful as I can to my auntie. I really am.
No, you gotta respect me for nothing. I respect my own stuff.
No. I need to say this because what you said about Riley, everybody deals with pain differently. I think when she cried about Blake, she cried about the fact that he is a genuine dude, but just didn't develop. With Riley, I didn't really see her cry because nothing didn't develop, because the conversations that they had were deeper than Blake. So maybe she had a little more comfort, and just because you have a little more comfort doesn't mean that you don't care. And with what you said,
I didn't say she didn't care. Why you put words in my mouth? I didn't say she didn't care.
No. I need to get this out. And then what you said about the suicide twice, even though
suicide twice.
Well, when you said that you did like a head nod, like that shouldn't matter. That's the way it came off to me. And
say it again. Wait a minute. Go back. What said it again?
When you said, and I quote, that the two suicides like that.
She was no. Go wait a minute. Shauna was bringing up different things about different men that had the problems in the past. And so she missed the boy that had the two suicide attempts.
Right.
She missed that one.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. It's been very active tonight, Auntie. It's been very active tonight. But what I'm saying is these stories have never been told on this platform that's been on for 25 seasons. And it's about time that real stories got into reality TV. And so if we want people to feel comfortable about their story, we have to be not so much open to it, but we have to be understanding of everybody's pain. Because there are people on this stream that without this stream, they would be doing some of those stories in their real life right now.
Yeah.
So we need to take it seriously. And by the way, on Matt James, can we let Matt James be Matt James? Let his season play out, because we don't know what's going to happen. Just because reality TV says so, it's his heart, his soul, and his mind that's on the show. Not sure. Respectful.
And there will be more situations that happen for him too, so we have to be open to listen to everybody.
Thank you, Shauna. You can go. I'm done. You can go, Shauna. I'm good.
See, y'all, you know what? I'm glad this is Disney, because this Disney TV, okay? Because I'm talking about reality. There's gonna be one black girl left on Matt James season. Because those were the one black person that was had when the season ends. Y'all, but it was Eric on Rachel. It was gonna be Avon on what's the name? What's the girl name now? Tay Tay. And Matt James gonna have one black girl left, but he's not gonna choose her. I'm telling you.
We don't know that.
But we know that it's not about
Okay, I know that. I know that. I know that.
It's not the issue.
No, wait a minute. I know that. I know that because that's ABC. That's the ABC Disney version. Trust me.
Yeah.
But what do you think is going to be their problems with the women? There's going to be problems with their family. There's going to be problems with their situation. There's going to still always be a situation.
He's not going to choose a black girl. Matt James, I'll tell you that right now.
But nobody's going to be dating if everybody has a situation, if everybody's closed-minded and not hearing their story.
Exactly.
And then they're not going to date anybody because what's the point of dating if you don't want to hear or hear anything about what they've been through in life and why they went through struggle and who they are
today? I didn't say that. I didn't say people want to hear anything about they've been through. I didn't say that.
And plus, if this was supposed to be a fairy tale Avalon, if this was Disney ABC, that would not have been that emotional of a season. They would not have the worst cast if it was supposed to be a fairy tale with a white person. So let's not go there. Please don't.
I love you, Avalon. I still love you, Avalon. I still love you, Avalon. Don't worry.
And that's what I want to bring it back to because, and people are here who watch this and think, oh, this heated or whatever. But this is
it always gets heated, but we all have love for each other.
Yes. There's love first.
Absolutely.
And these conversations, all I'm hearing throughout this the one thing that threads the entire army is mutual respect, love, and pettiness. And we know that from the beginning. And all of that has happened tonight. So what we are seeing here is, again, the lead has the prerogative to lead the season. And depending on what they value, those things then become higher. So yes, Avalon is correct, and we all can agree based on history.
Yes.
The formula is we've only had now three black leads.
Yes.
The formula, let's just include everybody, is if a black person goes far, they only get to about top 4, top 3, and they don't win. And that is if. And that's only recent as far as Rachel Lindsay getting, as far as she got. Before then, you were lucky to see them in the top 10. Okay. So the history doesn't fare well. So Avalon is right when she says, I can probably guarantee based off of history that the top 4 will have one and they won't win because that's what's happening. Unfortunately.
They'll leave at top 3 at most. So we know that.
Right.
We're prepared.
Right. Do I want Matt James to prove both of us wrong?
No.
I do. And do I have faith, like Brandon saying that let him be him? I do have faith that he's gonna lead the show, but based on how the show has gone all these years, I'm optimistic, but I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't get a black on black.
We don't want to be closed-minded to the idea that he may not choose somebody of color.
Right.
We don't want to be closed-minded. We want to be open-minded to the.
We absolutely don't have to close that door, but it's just unfortunate. That's what that's why we're all here on this stream, because
100%.
What have we seen time and time again? There's no platform, there's no talks, and we're finally putting that pressure.
We're getting these moments that we need.
We're getting the leads. Yeah, we're getting
the moments we need. We need this.
And Abby, I think you said that so eloquently, as you always do. And the reason why I say that I think that this season and Matt James' season could be different is because these are not typical people that are on TV. They are actually being human in their experience. That's why I'm saying that these 2 seasons could be different, because they're actually creating themselves, not just a persona for entertainment. That's the only reason why I said that. Because if I honestly felt like they were just there for TV, I would be with you. But I'm seeing, feeling, and embracing something that I haven't seen before. That's the only reason why I said that.
Absolutely.
Can I say what
At the end of the day,
she's not gonna pick Ivan. I'm sorry, she's not gonna pick him.
At the end of the day, we just have to prepare for Matt James' season after the season's done, which is almost done, and we're looking bright. Whichever one she chooses, whether she chooses that, what's his name, Ivan, or
Ben or Brandon. We're just being hopeful. Whoever she chooses, as long as she has love in her life, is all that matters. If we get through James and he picks a black girl, we will still be proud. Whether he chooses a white girl,
But that's what I said last time.
And that's the whole process of it, is finding love with whomever they want to. If it is a black person, we will be.
You want somebody black love. I wasn't saying that. I was saying she'd be happy with what she wants. You want somebody last time we talked about black love.
I said she chooses black and you don't like black, so that's always going to be a difference. But it's okay.
Okay. What I want, and I see you, Caleb, you wanted to say something. Yes. I want you to give your final comment. And then the last question is, personally, and this is, again, we've had a lot of opinions, and then it is an opinion at the end of the day. Right. Everybody has one is respected. So,
and we still love each other. Don't get that twisted.
And there's always
it's just fellowship. That's all that is.
And that's what it is. You really care about yours.
We all have an opinion.
Make sure it's seen.
We all have an opinion, and it's okay. We're not always gonna agree.
Yes.
And that's the beauty, honestly. What for y'all would success for this season look like? Personally, what would a successful Tasia season look like at this point? I'll start with you, Caleb, just because I saw you had a comment, and then you can respond to
that. For me, what would be a successful, whatever that word was, okay, season would be, I think Tasia coming out happy. You know, like, I feel like no matter what, black guy, white guy, even if they're a druggie or something like that, she comes out happy.
Right.
And maybe it can last longer because she's happy about it. And one more thing about Matt. The one thing I'm scared about is that I'm hearing that he's never fallen in love before. So maybe he doesn't know how to fall in love with somebody yet. That's what's going to scare me about him leading the season. But I have confidence in him.
It's the first time for everything, my dear.
That's like my only thing about it.
That's true. That's true. Hey, before we move on, Caleb, do you have any other opinions? Because it was very heated. So I want to make sure. I know this is Abby's stream, but I think Abby trusts me enough to ask. Do you have anything else to say, Caleb? Because it was very heated. I want to make sure that you get in here.
Yeah. Let me let you guys talk because I'm going to think before I say something.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Just wanted to give that responsibility and clearance.
Because
Caleb deserves it.
Did y'all see when Bennett got into the van the first time? When him and Noah got into it, and she let Bennett go the first time, he got into the van.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see that part.
I did. Abby didn't see that because she wasn't there last week.
You didn't see that last week?
Yeah, she wasn't here last week. We were here, I think, while watching it.
You didn't see that part, Abby?
No, she don't. She didn't get that part.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I baited you out. I still love you.
No.
Wait a minute.
Tonight. Absolutely not.
Oh my God. Abby, take your sunglasses off.
I love you, Abby. I love Abby. Cheers, Abby. Cheers.
Abby, come on, Dad. Come on, girl.
Lost connection. My connection is going out. What did you say?
Abby, come on, Dad. Come on.
Sure. You be looking like a bougie bar.
I'm sorry, I baited you out.
You missed it. You missed it, Abby.
I gotta go Hulu it like you said earlier. You
gotta Hulu it.
I
do. When you Hulu it, go to Paul and get into that van and his pants are split in the back.
Oh wait, no.
You see that?
I remember that.
Braylon, you didn't see that?
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it again now.
That limo van. His pants are split in the black. His pants split in the black back.
I missed that one scene, but I guess I'll rewatch it tomorrow.
Yeah,
we watched 2 seasons.
We gotta Hulu it.
The first time he got in that van, I said they did.
Lord Jesus, Avalon.
Okay,
hold on. Let's go back. I'm gonna go back to Bray on the question of success. The Avalon, the China, the Wolf.
What?
And by the way, on the after show, I have been doing a little Bachelor in Real Life. So if you guys want to stick around, I will show you who I've been talking to. But that's neither here nor there.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna stay for more.
Not me. Braylon,
do I need to bring myself
not me?
So I'm gonna take it some more.
I'm jealous.
Shauna, I love you. You know I do. We
I love
have
you
a
too.
but I need to make sure that this thing was developing. Caleb does know because me and Caleb went live when Abby wasn't here. And
You
so
guys did not.
yes, we did. We went live on Instagram Live. We talked about Matt James girls.
I'm looking for y'all.
And I sent him the video of Matt James girls.
Oh, his girls are gorgeous.
And I cannot wait.
I've actually been DM'd with one of
I
those.
saw you following somebody.
Okay, so that story, I followed 2 of them, and they followed me back on 11/23.
I follow 3 of them.
Now, that is an interesting date because you don't have your phone when you're on production. So that tells me that must have been the last day of production for Matt James season.
Okay. What day? 11/20.
I'm on my phone right now, but I'm on live chat right now. So what? What?
Yeah.
So are you telling us you're booed up, or did I get it wrong?
All right.
If people are here after this, I will let you know.
I'm after this. I'm here. I'm not leaving nowhere.
I'm Inspector Abby.
I'm here.
So
I want to know more.
So success for Tasha. That was the question. Success for Tasha is we experience love that we all embrace, not just because we had to deal with it. So I'm with Caleb. I just gave a little more finer to, and I also think that I think that this has personified diversity. I think what Rachel did by opening up the door, which ABC, y'all just need to give her $1 million a year. Actually, scratch that. $5 million a year. So too, Mike. Because without those two, y'all would not have an evolution of this show, nor the Bachelorette, nor Bachelor in Paradise. But besides that, Rachel opened the door for diversity.
Yes.
Tasha opened the door for diversity of thought. She opened the diversity of perspective, and she opened up the diversity of emotion. There you go.
Absolutely. So do you think that she's already
Preach, boy.
regardless of the ending?
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, I think that out of Tasha and Claire, I think that the guys are more successful out of Tasha season out than
Of
Claire.
course they are. 100% more.
They got more conversation in.
Yeah. And let me just say this about Dale and Claire. Because I've been watching some of the videos and been seeing some of the comments. At the end of the day, even though it was rushed, these are 2 human beings that have lives.
Yes.
And so let's just all remember that. Not to mention, even though Claire really rushed it, can we at least be proud of the fact that she saw a person for who they were and chose one of us for once on national TV? Like, just saying. Like,
okay, she's not doing us no favor.
For real, that was like
even though it was rushed, she chose one of us, and she
chose us to give us some favors. That don't make no sense.
No, it wasn't a favor, Avalon. But last time I checked, most people have been chosen white.
They were never attracted to the black.
Because they chose black, don't give us no favors.
They just looked at them and like, okay, I'll keep you for an episode and then chuck you next week. That's how it was.
It's not a favor, Avalon. It is validation, recognition, and the embrace of.
I was validated the day I was born. I was validated. Okay, I was validated as born. I don't need another color till I'm validated. Let's get that straight right now. Let's stop that right now. Let's stop that right now. The day I was born, I was validated.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Real quick. There was a point to this. Okay, there was a point to this. The reason why I said those 3 words is because watching The Bachelorette, I did not know if I could be chosen on that show for the person that I am. So to see Dale chosen validated to me that if I go on the show, that there is a big chance that I can be chosen for the person that I am. Dale does not validate me. Braylon Lee
gives hope. It gives hope.
But it's not exactly. It gives hope, and it's nice to know that can happen for me. That's why.
And I think that. And I think that again, this is going back to opinion, Avalon and Braylon. Avalon, you just talked about how it's pretty much unspoken that a black person will only get to top 4 because of production, because of looks. You get what I'm saying? So what I think Braylon is talking about is it's nice to have that be more genuine. Not to say that we're getting validated or anything, but it is nice to see that you came in, you picked who you loved, and that person happened to be Black. And it happened to be
And
the
it came
first
naturally.
time
It
that has
wasn't
ever
forced.
happened.
It wasn't forced, it was natural.
Yeah.
That's the
That
first
she
time
felt
that's
for
ever
him.
happened. A Black person has never won.
That doesn't make me feel a bit more
I would
better
have been
myself
scared
than
to
the
go on
normal.
there, Abby, because I
It
know I'm
doesn't
Black
make
and I know I won't last long. So
right.
I get
don't feel no better
why.
myself than normal. Then I
don't
always feel
I don't think
myself.
it's a level of validation. I just think it's that's nice. That's nice to see.
A lot of
That's
women
why
are probably scared to go on there of color and
Right.
get booted out within 2 days. I would have felt insecure to go and find love because I felt like I was not good enough to be on the show because I am colored and he might get rid of me within 2 days. Whether he be Black or white, he's not going to probably keep me long. You always have to improve yourself and your personality to even get far on the show because they won't necessarily choose you. You have to have the bomb conversations to even be chosen. To keep you further along to get to know him even better.
You know what? As
They
a
will
Black
not keep
person,
you. I've
as a
seen
Black
girls throw
person,
tantrums because
I
they
think
couldn't
it's
get
a
chosen.
pleasure. No, as a Black person, I think it's a pleasure for you to meet me. First of all, it's not a pleasure to meet you.
It's a big opportunity, but at the same time, people are quitting their jobs to go on a show. So you want to know that you're going to actually talk to somebody and get to know somebody. It's kind of like, oh, you put everything aside to go get to know somebody, and then all of a sudden it's like, goodbye, I don't want you. Within the day you come in, it's kind of insulting.
Yeah. And let's not forget, this is not just a Black thing. We all know Catherine and Sean, one of the most successful. What did Catherine just come out and say recently? I went on that show thinking I was going to leave in the first week because I didn't think I was his type. She did not think.
You chose Catherine. I love Catherine. I love Catherine from day one.
Right.
I said, Catherine, please choose her.
He probably likes all white girls. So I'm just here as a filler. She thought she was a production filler.
Yeah.
So this goes across the board.
Yep.
And Avalon, I think you're on mute, but I think it goes across the board. It's not necessarily, and I do think we need to get away from validation from the majority. And I don't think that's it. It's just the way we would like to see stories told and have the opportunity. It's not a forceful thing. It's just give the platform, diversify the voice of the person speaking.
Yes,
and that's what they did with changing the lead. And not necessarily, and we're seeing it. Just because you put a Black lead doesn't mean they're going to pick Black. And that's not the point. The point is diversify the pool of people you go to so that we can get a different perspective and experience.
Aspect on different relationships with different forms of color, different personalities, different everything. The whole thing.
That is it. That is it, and that is all. What they do with that is up to them. I don't think anybody validates anything. All I care about is that you get the opportunity and the
have a fighting chance.
That's it.
Okay, let me let y'all go. Bye. Let me let y'all go.
Right. We still love you, Auntie. We still do.
Love you, Avalon.
But no, let me say this. I think that if Avalon was really real with herself, it's not that you have to be validated, but it's nice to be embraced in the world that you're in.
Yes.
That's all I was trying to say. And I think that she got that confused. Like, I don't need him to validate me, but it's nice to nice to know that I can be embraced.
That you have a chance because you know how many times I sit there and say I want to be on the Bachelorette, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm a single woman, 3 kids. Oh gosh. Then I'm thinking, oh, they won't want me because I have 3 kids, and then I'm thinking, oh well, I'm Black too, so then top it off. It's not going to be the first thing you'll look at. So it becomes difficult in the aspect of dating. I mean, there's people who have had kids, like Evan, who went on Paradise, who found Carly, who has 3 sons. He had 3 sons and she found love. You know what I mean? With a man who had kids. So it is possible for people, but it's not always as easy for a woman of color, because I've seen many of them. Katie found a nice man, Chris, and then it didn't work out, but it's obviously of a different color, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
The fact that she got to have found love from anybody, and a Black person of color, found love on the show.
Right.
Whichever show, Paradise, Bachelor, she found love in the moment.
Yep.
It's not like he brushed her aside and said, well, you're a Black girl. I'm not used to dating a Black girl. I'm not going to give you a chance, and I'm going to go and talk to Crystal or some other chick. He sat there and he had a thing with Katie. So it makes people like me feel very hopeful
Yep.
Right.
That is a possibility for myself as a mom or a woman of color to still find love, and it's possible now that it's open.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's why I'm so grateful that I'm in this world now, being able to watch something that I can actually relate to, being myself.
Yeah.
Because all these years, I mean, I've been obsessed from Trista and Ryan season. I mean, my mom's parents were white, so for me, it's like it didn't really bother me. And then I'm like, as I got older and I started realizing, okay, yeah, Shana, you're black still. You know, at the end of the day, too, it's still nice to see somebody of my color, regardless of it. My grandparents' color, because they're from England. They're lovely people that pass on now, but you know what I mean. Love is love, and it's still nice to see diversity with love. I'm so for Sean and Catherine because it shows you that love doesn't only come in the same ethnics or
Right.
you know what I mean, color, and
absolutely.
The only thing that makes it more complicated is religion, but you know what I mean?
That's what the US looks like now. And as much as what we're demanding is what this world looks like and what's consistent with the times. And it's a very antiquated formula that had to be ripped down. And I still think that it has a lot of work to be done.
It has a lot of work. I agree. We only have one Disney movie with one black princess, so there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
I love my Tiana.
And some people,
Moana's on like a little step forward, so I'm on for it, you know. But
and breaking news in terms of that, Tiana is going to be a series on Disney Plus.
I have no girl, so I guess I'm gonna watch it alone.
So I'm very excited because Nika Nani Rose, she tweeted back. Because I tweeted at her, why don't y'all do a Princess of the Frog 2? She tweeted back at me that they would like to do a Princess of the Frog 2. So I'm
want.
The fact that Disney
but they're trying.
back at me, I was so shocked. But now I have to tweet back at her. I'm like, so that Tiana series, are you gonna be a part of it? And since I tweeted at you about Princess of the Frog 2, can I be a part of that too? Because I sent you that tweet to start this thing. You know,
but I got what you're saying. But look, it's a step forward. Even Netflix has Sister, Girlfriend. It's coming along. It's coming along.
It's coming along.
We're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere fast. No, and I feel like Caleb. Did you have a closing thought?
Yes, Caleb.
Yes.
I can't remember now because we were getting into this, and I
it's heated, right? Sorry, Caleb. I feel like I'm cutting off Caleb.
I'm gonna get wet. You're fine. I'm gonna get used to it. I totally will.
No.
I'm a very opinionated person, so it's very hard.
We want to hear you.
We want to hear you. And that's why I said that to you earlier, because for those of you who don't know, like this crew, I feel that Abby's streams have always been good. I haven't seen all of them, but based on what she does here, past behavior predicts future behavior. But when Claire's season, this season, Matt James' season that's came, this crew came, and it is OG crew. And so Caleb has been trying to
waiting for this
for the longest time. And so
I know.
And so when he came in, I'm like, look, I know it's heated. I know Avalon is feeling like she's misjudged, but I want to make sure that
she has a different opinion, and that's okay.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that Caleb got in, because we're the only two guys that are in here. So
I know, right?
But that's the other thing that I've realized. Caleb's perspective is very matter of fact, very chill, very much like,
I like Caleb's
I'm not really messing with this person right now. He could go. I like him. I like her. Like, and I think Caleb, that in itself is a there's a lot of viewers in here who are just.
I have a question for Caleb.
I'm a fan of him.
Go ahead.
I have a question for Caleb. Why are you iffy between why is your opinion iffy between, well, not between, should I say, oh my gosh, Bennett? Why are you in between Bennett? I'm not sure.
I think for me, he didn't get a lot of time with Claire. And then when I saw him with Tasha, he got himself into that drama with Noah, because the first time Tasha came in, Noah came in. So I feel like I didn't get to see the genuine side of Bennett that I thought he had.
Okay,
So,
but what made you
I
think
was
he was
like,
genuine
why is he getting himself into this?
into the mix?
Oh, that's a tough
Hello?
question.
Because at the end of the day, for me, I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
came
feel
off
like,
a little odd to me. I don't know. So I wanted to know your thoughts
yeah,
because you say you.
he came off odd to me too. I feel
Mm.
like Bennett. I didn't even think Bennett was going to be Tasha's type at all when I saw
No.
Tasha walk out the limo. But then I feel like Bennett, like Tasha called it, the teenage drama. I'm a teenager. I get the drama. It was teenage drama between those two, and
Okay.
so I
No.
was like, I can relate to that kind of drama, but seeing two mature men fight like that was ridiculous.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Because you know what? I mean, yes, the show is supposed to have a little tad bit of drama, and maybe because we're not on a different island or different ventures to see craziness really pop out, they had to make it look a little more extreme in the home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, they're all stay longer because they're all stuck in the same house for a long period of time. Because at some point they all get their, individual places or separate a little bit between each other. So I guess it must have been a little more trying to feed the drama because there's not
No,
much
Tasha's
drama going
dad
on because of COVID.
You know what I think would really help, because I remember Chris Harrison saying that in a Entertainment Tonight interview
Tasha's
with his
dad was so intimidating.
with his girlfriend Lauren Zima, that they have a therapist there that they can use during the show and after the show.
Oh, I need that.
I think they either need a communication coach or just a good conversationalist to be there every season.
And I agree because I'd be emotional. I need somebody to talk to. I'd be calling
But
Abby. Abby.
That is the problem, though, because they use the producers for that.
Yes,
and
they
problem
like the
with
sketchy a
that
little bit. The sketchy
is, I believe that they and I think, I don't know who, I think it was Avalon who told us that all the producers have to have a bachelor's in psychology.
Huh?
Get Abby in there, please.
I heard
We need
this
Abby
somewhere.
in there.
Every producer on a show has a bachelor's in psychology. So
that's weird.
What
though.
is happening?
Right.
So what you're saying, and I
Right.
didn't know this. I heard this on an interview from someone from Black Ink Crew. I don't know if y'all heard of that. It's a tattoo shop.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I heard something of the sort though with that therapy and talking to people and stuff like that. I heard something about something like that.
So apparently most production companies, when they hire a producer, they always require them to have a bachelor in psychology. So what I was responding to was you saying they should have a conversationalist or something. They technically do, but the problem is they're wrapped into the producer, and the producer's goal is to get a show.
Okay.
So now they're manipulating.
Okay.
I was saying Abby or Braylon.
Their emotion. All these contestants spill the tea to their producer.
I've never thought about it that way.
And comment.
They manipulate.
They need somebody like Abby and Braylon to put it down in perspective. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, I'm available.
Y'all need somebody like Abby to put it in perspective. Girl, you don't need him. Go. Put you in check. Let's go, girl. And then Braylon, pretty much the same advice as Abby. Maybe a tad bit different, but more spiritual. Well, you're a very spiritual man.
Well, no, I appreciate that. You know what?
Abby still knows how to have a little sense of humor too, so she can crack it up a little bit.
Let me just say this. I think that the day, and I've said this before, the day that Chris Harrison leaves, they're going to have to do a search for a new host, and they're going to really, and they're really going to
already preparing JoJo.
But
JoJo was.
I'm joking.
I did not like it.
Thank you.
I liked it.
We didn't even talk about it because it was that transient. Go on, Braylon.
but no, what I was going to say was, I hope ABC can think outside the box for a host, because honestly, I think a woman. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, even though Chris Harrison holds it down, he gets the men and the women. Because the show's for women, why not let a woman host it? I don't mind that.
What woman? Rachel Lindsay?
Rachel.
That's what
Rachel
I was about to say. I think she's right.
Rachel would be
I was
great.
going to say that. She's a little too opinionated for me, though. I love Rachel.
or even Mike Johnson. You know, either
Oh
one
yes,
of
bring me
those
some
two.
Mike Johnson.
You
I'll be
know,
good.
so, and like I said, if Abby was the conversationalist and I was the host, or she was the host and I was the conversationalist, it would work just fine because. And not to mention the producers, if they're smart, they're like, "Hey, Braylon and Abby, y'all have a chemistry, so we're
Abby
going
would not take no crap. Sorry, Abby would not take no crap.
So we're going to need
you gotta
y'all.
do that better than this.
So we're going to need y'all two to do like recap episodes, just y'all two sitting down. Done. You know, so
Abby's gonna keep
And
it
they
real
better
and
make sure the episode is good, or I'll tell them to scrap the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
They was,
that's what I'm saying.
the budget was slow.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
All these dates they've done, scrap it. Reshoot.
No, because I know Abby when she watches the episodes and she sees the limit of what they're putting into the show, she's like, "Y'all could do better than that. Come on,
let's reshoot.
Y'all could do better than that. I did not fly all the way here for y'all to put me. I know Abby. She's real, 100%. She would not let any producers.
Y'all know me. I've been dragging the budget for years. Broke.
You would be hearing this from Abby.
Gotta go.
Absolutely. Caleb,
you would hear this from Abby if she was
doing better.
some type of host. Yes.
Caleb.
So I need things to be like you.
Yes, right.
What were you saying, Caleb? Hello, Caleb. You there?
Are you frozen?
I'm saying.
Caleb? Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm saying like if Abby was host, she would. I feel like she'd be like Chris. That one night Ed went to his place, she would be drinking her drink, sitting on the couch, relaxing, waiting for somebody. She'd be like, she would have her Pepsi drink. She'd have her drink. She'd be just. And if somebody came to her house, her like,
Abby, I will join you. Okay.
I would join you too.
I will join you with the
I'd literally join you. We'd be drinking together. Because
tell me more.
I would so make a cameo with coolers in this. Just
yes.
Here's the cooler. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. I did my product placement. I'm done.
No, but you guys really make this. You guys make this feel so much more special when I get to watch it with you guys. Honestly, truly, I'm asking my little son to tell me. I mean, like, what do you think?
Is that the
yes, sleeping. That's Shaden.
Shaden?
My oldest. He's stuck in my room.
You said Jaden?
Shaden. He's like, I don't want to go on camera.
Hello.
He's like, I don't want to go on camera. I cut his hair and I messed it up yesterday, so he's kind of mad at me, but it's okay.
I'm just saying, one of Matt's girls, I really, really like.
Y'all
girls, come curly hair.
There's like
cameras in on Matt. Matt is.
I don't know those girls yet. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait for that. Don't tell me.
See,
I gotta go check out the
we
girls.
won't get into Matt. No worries. Matt got
You're gonna be back for Matt, right?
Which one?
You're gonna be back for Matt, right?
I will be.
Yes,
you better be. There's no I will be. I better. You better be. I need Abby for this one, okay? Because it's my next Bachelor, and it's the first of our celebration. Okay, we have to have a big celebration for this. Okay?
Right. No, me and Caleb talked about this. I said we need to get everybody's Instagram or everybody's social media who comes in.
I'm gonna add Abby. I think I thought already added Abby.
And what we need to do, maybe not after the 2 episodes, because next week we're really gonna need all of our brain cells to part all that. But let's give ourselves a couple of weeks, and then let's come back and do this again when we talk about Matt and talk about the girls. Same format.
I'm gonna do my research tonight.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's of course if Abby's up.
Yeah, you're gonna see
I'm just giving an idea, but you know.
Y'all got opinions. Is what you're saying. Cast on blast.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Avalon said she's back, but I don't know if she got lost in the thing at 10:26.
Oh, I'm so excited. Tiffany and Co said I need to get on live for Matt's season. Hey, look, we will be here. We will
y'all
be
better
here.
be here because I'm ready for Matt. I'm ready for the first. The first.
We have a long night tomorrow as well. So on that note, we gonna wrap it up.
Well, I'm keeping. Are you staying on, Braylon? I wanted to know what's going on.
Yes, I am.
I'm staying on. I love Abby. I love Abby.
I'm just gonna warn you guys.
I need the tea.
When we get to the girls, you're gonna see like a whole completely different side of me because I don't talk about the guys like that. When you see me, when the girls come on the screen, and when I see the girls,
I get that. That's why the girls do that same thing about the men, and the men are just like, I don't know.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Me and Braylon will be at my side.
Oh yeah,
Caleb.
Because see, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Because me and Caleb have. Not saying that the ladies that we have are beyond beautiful, intellectual, and
I saw some really pretty ones. I like them.
Yes, the Ethiopian one, Khadijah. There's so many, but the reason why I'm saying this is because even though the ladies have been perfection, divine, and intelligent, and everything else, me and Caleb have had to be introspective and calm and thoughtful about the guys. We're going to be that.
Try to be calm about the girls, but that might not work.
Hello, we're going to be calm, but we're going to be able to let. We're going to be able to let loose.
This is going to be fun, Abby.
Because y'all been able to let loose, like, oh my God, that 6-pack though. Oh, you know what? He actually looked cute.
You could say nice things about women without sounding like you're into them. Yeah. Come on.
Well, I mean,
yeah, you could.
Okay.
She's gorgeous. Oh my God, I love her hair. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. I said the same thing when I was looking at the girls. I was like, dang, there's some pretty looking girls on that show. I'm jelly.
Okay, first of all, when that happens, I can't help who I like. So if y'all see me anime, it's gonna be what it is. Okay, so I'm basically gonna be y'all.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, who
am I talking?
I'm kind of thirsty. What the heck?
Pip Master Caleb. I'm done, Pip. I'm done, Pip.
I guess you can't talk about the same thing when you're talking about a male, so it just comes off as like they're just brushing the men off.
Master Caleb.
But when the women come in, let's see the men.
We don't have to stay on their neck because I don't know what the hell is happening with this crossover right here on the right.
Yeah.
We love you though. We still love you all. We do. But, you know, it's all fine.
I'm opening to hear what Braylon and Caleb have to say, so I'm definitely on for it.
It's gonna be exciting.
I might need a couple pair of sunglasses.
I'll get 5, okay? I mean, I don't know if I can fit them on my face, but I'm down, Abby.
Oh, I so can't wait for this after show to show you who I've been talking to. I can't wait.
How long does after show go on for? Just curious.
I'm just gonna get my phone because I've been charging it, and I'll show y'all who I've been talking to. But yeah,
I cannot wait to give Caleb her relationship advice. I got a lot of that.
Hey Caleb, can you give these ladies a warning real quick about who I showed you, real quick? Because you've seen
a whole lot of thick booty. That's all I'm gonna say. A whole lot of thick booty. That's what he likes. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I'll show you.
I want to know. I want to know where my wine at. Where what?
A little bit. Oh, hang on, Ashley, you have to join the link. Hang on, let me see if I can drop it real quick.
Who's Ashley?
Ashley wanted to come on to the stream.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking you're talking about some other chick or I don't know, the Bachelor or something.
Hang on. Let me copy.
That's what I thought you were thinking about.
Let me copy the StreamYard link. Hang on.
They're all nice. So I want to know who this is. I want to know what's going on. I want to know the scoop.
Hang on.
I remember her name too, Braylon.
Hang on. I got AS. Here we go. All right, Ashley. I dropped the link. It's up to you to get on. Because once you get on, it's gonna be the after show. So we're waiting on you just for a tiny bit. Lord Jesus,
y'all are over here cut.
I can
see you typing. Well, all right, Army, we're gonna wrap up the live for this episode. Love y'all.
I'm on after this, so I will hit you tomorrow. Bye, Abby.
Bye.
Bye, Abby.
Oh my